And my mic was muted. Of course. So, I guess what we missed here, we have our Masters League, the Fight Night Masters League second series. And I just want to welcome everyone. Thank you all for watching. Before we get started, I just would like to thank the supporters of our Fight Night tournaments, specifically Robot Robert 2003, S Leopard, Heavy Water, Mirrored, and the DME clan. Thank you very much for your personal support to the Fight Night and tournament scene. Mm. So, without further ado, let's introduce our participants, which I did start earlier, but my mic was muted. So, anyways, we have Barcast, Raxel, Talandoran, Zlo, Bashian Enjoyer, Sammy Zero, Benader, Winged Hussar, and X Factor Live, all joining us today. Thank you very much for playing. Here's our first bracket. So, because of the odd number of participants, we will be um, have one player sitting out each round. So, let's look at our map pool. We have Gasback Grabbin, Silent Sea, Crystallized Plains, Shallow Strait, Lavender Bender, Heartbreak Hill, Cirillata, Eclipsed, Paradise Lost, Heraplanum, Onyx Cauldron, and Surtagata. And of course, because this is the Legion edition, we will have Legion enabled for this round. So, without further ado, let's see what these players are up to. So, if you don't know, the Fight Night is a weekly event that I run. My name is Neb, of course. This week we have the Masters League, which is our top level 1v1 tournament. Um, I don't know what else to say about it. We play for fun. We don't play for any prizes yet, but that will be changing soon. So pretty exciting, and yeah, I mean, I that's pretty much all there is to say. So uh, let's tell these people that they can get started. Bracket. So the bracket is now final. We are doing best of two, A ban, and then the player B will ban, player A will ban, player B will ban, and then A will pick and B will pick, where uh, A is the higher OS player, Legion enabled, ranked optional, custom widgets off, commands when paused also off. All right. So we're getting started here. So I guess in the meantime, we're gonna be waiting for players to start their lobbies, find their lobbies, and in the meantime, we can take a look at our map pool a little bit closer, talk about the new maps we see, old maps, and yeah. So, let's see. Um, Maps that we've seen a lot in Fight Night so far, we have Gasbag Grabbin, Silent Sea, Crystallized Plains, Shallow Strait, Eclipsed, Heartbreak Hill, Onyx Cauldron, and Surtagata. Those are kind of the older maps. Newer, but still, they've been in Fight Night before, is Paradise Lost and Lavender Bender. And then, brand new to this pool for this series, we also saw it in the Apprentice League, is Cirillata, Heraplanum, and uh, yeah, that's it. So those are our maps that we will be playing with today. Um, yeah, and hey, Maters League, did I? That's hilarious. Oh, someone updated the stream elements. Thank you for doing that. Once again, I'm Neb, your Fight Night host today, the organizer. I do all that fun stuff. So, let's see. Let's see what's going on. We're just waiting for. Oh, okay. So Raxel's lobby is up. Let's follow Raxel's game. Raxel is a frequent participant in Fight Night. So, yeah, we'll follow him. He's a fellow admin. He does do a lot for us and pretty cool guy. Part of the DME clan. So, we'll be following probably Raxel's game. We could also check out Barcast's game. So, it really is all up to you. Yeah. So, oh wait, oh my gosh. Okay, so Sammy W0 is actually our very own Nobi, I think. Yeah, so we're just waiting for yeah, Cirillata. Heraplanum's an interesting 1v1. Part of why I picked it for the map pool is like Legion has cool geos and it's a big map, but I guess we'll see who we'll see how that map goes. I think it'll be kind of interesting. Got myself my coffee here. I was actually gonna have a webcam today, but I decided to save my face reveal for the Faction Wars tournament. So. But we are just here waiting for waiting to get into our games. Oh, Nobi's not the right player. So who is Sammy W0? Who is our player here? Let's see. No, if they're not in the Fight Night server. Let's see. Oh, actually, okay, I forgot. I do have a way to ping our participants. Discord using. Okay, I found him. Okay, so. Nope, he's not in the Discord. Oh, you know what? I wonder if we have players. Okay, sorry. I need to do one thing. We need to uh let people know to join the Discord. I guess in the meantime, how's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. Knowing. Okay. So, now we should have people joining. Um, Benader. All right. All right. So, we're just waiting for. I'm trying to yeah. Okay, did someone finally join? No, it creased. We're trying to find him. Oh, he's not even online actually. Well, the new patch comes out tomorrow. It does come out tomorrow. Yeah, the new patch comes out tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. Season 2 balance patch. So season 2 starts tomorrow. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I guess Raxel maybe gets a buy, or here. You know what? I think I know what to do. Oh, Sammy found it. Okay, good. He found it. Okay, we're gonna get started here. So sorry for that little bit of a delay. Oops. A little bit of a delay here, but it looks like we're gonna be able to get started here. So, welcome to the Masters League of Fight Night. Today we have DME Raxel versus Sammy W. Um, they will be playing each other. Raxel will be banning first, and our first ban is going to be Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost has been banned. Okay, so no Paradise Lost. Sorry, I won't be able to update the graphic at the moment. But oh, okay. So Sammy doesn't know how to ban yet, so we're going to give him the map pool. I guess I'll just type it out for him. Oh, we have Bastion Enjoyer joining here. I wonder if he hasn't been able to find his opponent, who should be Barcast. Okay, so once again, our map pool is gonna be. Oh no, we have a ban. Sammy will ban Shallow Strait. Sammy's gonna ban Shallow Strait. That means that we have Raxel gets the next ban, and then Sammy gets one more ban, and then they pick their maps. So the philosophy behind the ban pick is essentially both players. You can come into Fight Night knowing that there's two maps that you can just pick to never play. So the idea being, hopefully the map pool has enough variety that there are only two maps that someone would not want to play, and then you get to pick your favorite map to play. So basically, a player can prepare three maps and always get to play one of those three maps. Or that's one way to look at it. Oh, it looks like Raxel has banned Silent Sea, followed by a Cirillata ban from Sammy, and then Raxel is then gonna pick Crystallized Plains. I guess I should turn our OS on. So Bastion Enjoyer is coming back in. What's going on? Let's see. Um, all right. Crystallized Plains is our first pick. And then we're just waiting for our final pick from comes out tomorrow. Co-op Napalm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know, it'll be interesting when the patch comes out, cuz there is going to be a Legion rebalance coming with the updates, but yeah. With that, we're in. I think Legion is going to have a big problem. I think Legion is gonna have a big problem with the balance update because I mean Legion already is not very good against Armada, but when the balance patch comes out tomorrow, we'll see how much it truly impacts it. Anyways, we're gonna hop in here. It looks like we've entered our first game on Crystallized Plains. I know you guys want to see the open skill values, so let's pull those up. And I do want to remind people also that the first match is always the most unbalanced, and the matches will progressively become more balanced. So, spawning as Legion, we have Raxel. He's going to go for the 5 mechs and then make 2 wind turbines and then his lab. I feel like you could technically make only 1 as Legion, But we can already see a little bit of inexperience from Sammy, who is choosing to go in the 2-mech start spot, which on this map, you of course always want to start with the single mechs that give you more metal than the double mechs, right? So just something to watch out for. But of course, we do expect this given that Raxel, not only is he 50 OS, but he is a tournament winner, as you can see by his beautiful hat, which is obscured by the low energy icon, actually. So the thing with Legion is your metal extractors don't cost any energy to maintain. You have these T0.5 metal extractors, so it kind of encourages very fast expansion with those constructors because, and actually, technically, the metal extractors produce energy. So, by expanding metal, you are also expanding your metal economy. So, you're kind of encouraged to expand with more cons than you would typically be used to with other factions. Sammy at least does notice the reclaim, and he is going to be going for a reclaim assisted con turret, as we can see. He's going to get that up actually fairly quickly thanks to the metal reclaim that or the energy reclaim that the res bots give. Meanwhile, Raxel is going to be producing some goblins. Goblins are your T1 raiding bot as Legion. Your light T0.5, I guess you could call it, raider. They're a little bit slow, pretty low health, very low damage, but they have really long range, so they actually wreck grunts because grunts cannot get into range. And another important thing to note is that actually with the changes, grunts are even getting a range nerf, so it's gonna be pretty hard for them, I think, especially with Legion on. But anyways, we see some goblins taking down a con and resbot. And then we see them also kind of just wrecking these grunts a little bit. Although the grunts do get the repair from their lab. But unfortunately, these goblins are going to shoot down this con in no time. Meanwhile, Sammy W is going to be stalling on energy while he tries to build 2 LLTs to protect his mech's expansion. On the other side of the map, Raxel has been expanding somewhat aggressively, maybe a little slow for Legion, but he has opted instead to just pump goblins out. You can see, even assisting his lab, he's actually going to be a little low on build power. So, however, Raxel, because he has pretty much just focused entirely on producing goblins, he's going to have about 30 out compared to the 7 grunts that Sammy W has to work with. So he's going to be in a bit of a precarious situation, of course. The goblins, when they get in numbers, they really do gun down fast. You can kind of see, though, they're not the most accurate. They also don't have the best vision, but here they're just going to gun down all the energy of Sammy, and they're then going to get the build power, and I believe the lab is going to follow suit. We can see those little gasling guns. So he calls GG. But his calm, low energy is going to maybe try to do a little bit of a last stand. Raxel now has 41 goblins out, and he has transitioned to Centaur. Nice to see. But that'll be it. All right, the game is over. That means we're gonna go into our next round. I guess let's see. Let's check in on Barcast. No way. Oh no, he's in 4v4. Alright. It's in the Masters League announcements. Alright, just clearing up some confusion. So, the way the ban picks work is you have the higher OS player will ban, then the lower OS player bans, then you have higher ban, lower ban, higher picks, lower picks. So, we're just waiting to hop in here. We can check on our standings. Let's see if those have changed. Nope, no one has reported any scores yet, so. That was a mistake on my part. That's fine. Okay, I see what's going on. These hiccups are to be expected, of course. Of course. But there was just some confusion about the map pool due to my own error. It's no big deal though. It is what it is. We're just waiting for these guys. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so Sertagata and Heartbreak Hill are going to be the maps they play. Oh. All right. Okay, we were going to watch this game, but it looks like they have not started yet. So let's see what else we can see. Talenderin versus Benator. We have our lower tier maps. And we also do, I guess I should remind everyone. Okay, cool, they figured it out. So, let's go back to this game. Let's see what's going on. As we join our two new players. Look, oh my gosh. We have, of course, the Helios driving around from Talenderin. Is this Legion against Legion? No, it is Cortex versus Legion is going to be this matchup. We see thugs a lot on this map. Also important to note here, we do see players stalling on energy a lot on this map as well. Very common for pretty much everyone, unless you are very good and know how to spend all of that metal. I mean, look at this, Talenderin, even with the Legion 0.8 mexes, is floating almost 3,000 metal. But we do have thugs and rocket bots sitting idle, hoping to find some engagement there. Interestingly, we can see a very obvious map advantage for Talenderin, but the army value advantage is far, far in Benator's favor. And that's going to be, I guess, I'm not sure why actually, I couldn't tell you, but it looks like Talenderin maybe focusing more on eco than army, installing a bit on energy at the same time. So he does have his geos up. Both players have, I guess, Benator's a little slower to get his geo up, but the Helios tanks are going to be walking through. Ooh, those missiles, I feel like they got an update recently because they look really good. But the Helios, it looks like they're actually doing fairly well against the thugs. Of course, they are built up in decent numbers, so that probably does have to do with it. But they are going to clean that up, and the army value is now being more equalized. Talenderin is going to stay cloaked on the north side with his commander. He's built a lot of defenses. Helios, I guess is how you would say that. Forgive my butchered pronunciations, of course. But it is what it is. So anyways, I believe Talenderin is just going to stay on Helios, just on making them on repeat. I feel like Alaris might be good here, try to run around some defenses. If you don't know this map, though, it is very choky, I guess. It's very much a macro map. We do have to fix our screen. No, it is fixed. Legion mexes are 0.8 unless they've been updated. Have they been updated? Let's check. 2.3 divided by 2.8. What is that? What is 2.3 divided by 2.8? Someone do it. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's 80%. They're like 0.8 mexes. Maybe slightly more, but I think that's more of a rounding thing. It was like 0.82, so yeah, I'm assuming that it just rounds up, which is fair. The Helios going through is gonna be, I mean, they are pretty good. They have crazy range, and they blast things down very fast. Also, it's kind of interesting if you look at the behavior of the heat race. You can see that they really linger, so they kind of get. Do you see that, how they kind of are strafing their targets a little bit? Like, as they move with the unit. So, kind of an interesting little quirk. Kind of a, I don't know, just something to note. But of course, it does look like these Helios are going to be finding their way into the backline of Benator, as our goblins shoot down what they can. Goblins actually don't really do a lot of damage when they find themselves in the base of your opponent, unlike pawns. Which I will say, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see Armada doing very well. But Benator is going to be forced back with his commander. He's going to try to degun these Helios, but they are, of course, going to get this lab down. And that lab goes down. Benator is probably going to go down with it, as he no longer... He does have some energy to degun, actually, but... only that much energy, and he looks like he's about to die. Benator goes down. Very nice. And that'll be it for that game. So, let's see what other games are going on here. If any. Ready for Fight Night is the lobby we were watching, of course. But we do have other Fight Night games, potentially, going on. Although, yeah, we should have other games going on. So, let's see. There we go. Barcast is going to be playing against the Bastion Enjoyer on Certigata.
Battle started.
Okay, so we see here just Cortex versus Cortex. Okay. And they also have forgotten to change the mode, so they're still in the format. Barcast is very... Sorry. I consider Barcast to be like a control player. In terms of army value, we're actually fairly even here. We have 13 grunts versus 13 grunts. 14, it's like almost dead even, actually. However, Barcast does have a slight break here, as he's able to maybe get some grunts through, but a slight stall there is going to mean that actually Bastion is able to get into position, but we're going to see these grunts back off from the engagement. They're going to be taken care of actually quite nicely. However, Barcast does sneak a single grunt into the back line of Bastion, but it looks like the grunt just barely doesn't find any value. If we look at the game state, though, zoom out a little bit, we can see that Barcast has 4 expanding constructors, 1 constructor building energy and his commander in base. Meanwhile, Bastion is only on 2 constructors, and they are both in base, struggling to spend his resources. Actually, one of... no, it's not idle. Never mind. But yes, actually, yes, it is idle. Sorry, that was a little bit of a graphical quirk there. As we can see, this is an idle con. Barcast now does have a very large advantage in every single theater that we would look at to evaluate the game state. So, looking a little tough for Bastion Enjoyer, who does have these LOTs available, but he doesn't really have a lot to when it comes to stopping these grunts of Barcast from just pushing forward into his base. Actually, a slight stall there from Barcast. He's just going to be waiting there with some units, backing out with some grunts on this side. Poking, prodding, trying to find value, maybe struggling now that his grunts have been reduced a bit, but he is going to just back off, pick off those grunts one by one. Actually going to target down, just barely doesn't get down the con turret though. However, he just has more and more units streaming out. Overwhelming Bastion Enjoyer. Of course, we can see there is a bit of a OS difference. I just want to remind everyone, though, that the first rounds, of course, are going to be the least balanced because we are playing Swiss format. But they will become more balanced as time goes on. So let's zoom out and see what our game state is. Barcast has vastly out expanded. He's actually just naked expanding, making a very scarce radar, actually, relying on those units for the control there. And yeah, he knows that he pretty much has contained Bastion Enjoyer here, and he just needs to push in for the win. We can just watch some unit pushing right now. While we're watching this, I just want to make sure we thank our tournament supporters. We have Robot Robert 2003, the very first supporter. We have S Leopard, Mirrored, Heavy Water, and the entire DME clan. Thank you for your continued support for these tournaments. You help us grow, and it means a lot, so thank you. Oh dear. It looks like my internet is not too happy right now. I will have to figure this out.
Battle ended.
Alright, I'm back. So, it looks like something... Oh, okay. The stream is good for everyone. So it seems like the quality, for whatever reason, is only bad for me. I thought the quality was having an issue, but... Yeah, Bastion's getting basically squeezed out. Again, it is a Swiss format. You know, we're going to see kind of unbalanced matches for these first games, and then it will improve. So for now, we're going to just watch Barcast's camera. I will be right back. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching Barcast's camera there. Let's see what our game state is. So we have Bastion is going to be pumping out some grunts after his first con. Meanwhile, Barcast went for 2 cons and is going to actually reclaim with 1 first. Not a bad move. I think it actually makes sense here. That's going to allow him, of course, to produce a little bit more out of his lab. And he's gonna be able to, is he gonna spot these? Actually, that reclaim has just given Barcast the lead in every single direction, so, pretty, interesting stuff. You, do you hear me now? I hope I'm audible now, because, I wasn't audible because I wasn't here earlier. That is, of course, the struggle with solo casting, right? I can't really take breaks. But, grunts versus grunts, I guess. Oh, it's because they forgot to turn Legion on. That makes sense why we're seeing core versus core. Maybe they just collectively agreed that they didn't want to play Legion. Oh, it looks like we do have Floris in chat with us. Yeah, let me know if there's any quality issues that come up, because when I was looking at the stream on my phone, I was only able to view it in 360p, but that might be because I'm on the internet. So we see Barcast just continuing to produce units out of his lab. Meanwhile, Bastion has made a great wall of grunts to try to defend here a bit. His expansion has been a little hindered compared to Barcast. Mostly he's just missing this expansion which Barcast has gotten. Actually a pretty significant expansion though, because when you look at it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mexes immediately accessible just if you take this path. And then of course you have these 3 back mexes that are also available, so pretty significant not being able to take that. And so we have some more grunts engaging with grunts. Who could imagine? A little bit of an APM stall here, though. Oh, he's actually gonna run away with the grunts that he had there. He's gonna lose that con. Barcast has entered the back line. This is not looking safe. Not looking safe for Bastion, who has been squeezed out, and I think Barcast has pretty much cinched it. Not surprising there, of course. Hello, Floris. Thank you for all the work you do in Bar. We obviously would not be able to play this without you, so love to have you here. So, grunts are engaging with grunts. I've actually never seen grunts against grunts in a 1v1. So this is a pretty new new thing to see for me, but it looks like they're pretty evenly matched, fairly balanced with each other. That's good to know, good to see. Grunts do not have any kind of inherent advantage over grunts. But it's nice that we can see a rare interaction such as core versus core in our 1v1 tournament with Legion on. I don't think we would ever... Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Cortex versus Cortex in a 1v1? Because it's definitely new to me. Alright, so 3 of Barcast grunts are going to find the backline again. They're gonna take down that con turret, which explodes without a trace, and now they're gonna just flood into his base here a little bit. This line here is gonna be hard to deal with. I think this is really good data though. We can see that more grunts beats less grunts. So if in case you were curious, we don't get to study this interaction a lot, but when you're playing against Cortex, if you are also Cortex, it turns out that you just want to make more units than your opponent. Just play better, basically. Do you think if you have a Cortex player versus Cortex player, do you think the Cortex player wins like automatically? Oh, hey, we have a VDB in here as well. One of our beloved Fight Night admins. I wish he was streaming here with me. In fact, VDB, you should join me, please. But yeah, I don't know. Cortex actually is one of the alpha testing factions in the game, so I believe the plan is to have Cortex in the final game when it's ready, but we'll see. Again, it's not very common to see it in 1v1, so. There are, of course, 2 other alpha factions that will probably be included in the game when it's finished.
Battle ended.
Yes, Aiden. More is better than less. It's who would have known that? Who would have known? So that was the end of that. And let's jump over to our standings page. Let's see. Let's see if any of these games have been entered. We probably do need to refresh our page here. So, Raxel went 2-0. We can enter their score for them. Barcats going 2-0 against Bastion. Telenderen versus Benator. We'll ask them to report their scores. Huh. Alright, so while we're waiting for those to update, we apparently have Zlo versus Winged Hussar. Let's see how this is going. If we can find them, let's see. No, I don't see Zlo, so. Yeah, so just waiting for the just players to submit their scores. I guess in the meantime, we can talk about some upcoming events. Okay, it looks like Zlo just finished. So, anyways, let's talk about some events here. Check this out. We can do that. We can do this command. So, upcoming events tomorrow. Oh no, this didn't update. That's supposed to say tomorrow. I'm sorry. So, tomorrow, the next Sunday, or sorry, so tomorrow's next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that, we have No More Bots, a casual 3v3 tournament where bots are disabled. Especially if you're hating on the new changes, that'll be a good one for that. On the 12th and 13th, we have the Alpha Cup 1v1 tournament. And May 17th, we have the qualifier for Faction Wars. So this is gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. And after that, so Faction Wars is gonna be the main like 3v3 tournament that is going on. Okay, there we go. Now let's try the events. It should be more updated. Check this out. Let's see. Oh, okay, VDB. I see you. I see you. I see what you say. Uh, where's our casting room? All right, I'm in the casting room, so feel free to join if you would like to join VDB. Um, let's make sure that we are on the right room. There we go. I'll ping him in here so he sees. Or maybe if he's listening, he'll see. So, anyways, our standings should be updated here, and I believe that's VDB joining us. Hello.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Good. How about you? How you been?
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For some reason, thought this was on tomorrow, so I've been busy.
Oh yeah. I saw you did a little King of the Hill thing. How'd that go?
Oh my god, dude, it was so much fun. It was
Dude, I'm
crazy fun.
glad. So what was that? It was like just a 1v1 and then like the one person is like King of the Hill, basically.
Pretty, pretty much the crown holder, and then they've got to fight off the peasants coming for them. Person at the end takes the crown. Basically, yeah, that's it. Just a little bit of fun.
You do, that sounds so fun.
Slick built a Juno, which I haven't seen in 1v1s. It came up at like 8 minutes, and he Junoed 100 ticks with one Juno. It
Oh
was
my
huge.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well, we have our second round pairings up here.
let's
X
do it.
Factor gets a bit of a man. X Factor has just had a kind of a pass for this. He got a bye the first round. Now he gets a little bit of an easy pairing. Raxel and X Factor both get their easier pairings, but it looks like Barcast actually. This is going to be our most competitive match. Barcast versus Slow. Let's watch that one.
Let's do it. Why has Barcast changed his name? He's got a brand to
I
upkeep.
I don't know. We should ask him. Maybe if he's watching, we can ask him. 'Cause I had the same question. Oh, I wonder if Slow's in like a locked. Does he have it? I see. Okay, Slow's in a locked lobby. Are you able to join, or can I? Let me ask them for the password.
I think I can join locked lobbies. We're joining slow.
Yeah, there we go. I see you here.
Yeah, got those special secret permissions.
Oh, one
Legion on.
second.
Has anybody gone
1 second.
Legion yet?
Yeah, we've seen some Legion. Here, you can you talk for a second? I'm being called
Yep.
away.
Yep. Do you want to just quickly change the scene?
Yeah.
Unless you're doing something. But yeah, cool. All right, so we got a ban of Sertigeta from Zlo, and Barcast bans Shallow, which I'm assuming is Shallow Straits. I'm a bit of a fan of Sertigeta, and I always get Sertigeta mixed up with Red Comet Remake. I think it's called Red Comet Remake. I do prefer Red Comet over Sertigeta, even though Sertigeta is a wind map. But it looks like neither of these players will be wanting to play those maps. They have a gentleman's agreement not to play Legion. I'd love to see some Legion 1v1s against these high level players, but I'm assuming because everybody's going to be sweating, they're going to be probably going Cortex or Ticks. How's everybody in the chat feeling about the upcoming changes? I can't wait to see them. It's Robo VDB? Oh, is my voice a bit broken, is it? I can't wait to see how the changes actually work out. I'm excited for them. Buff the pawns! Buff the pawns! Wait, am I using my... Oh, I'm not using my right microphone for Discord. That's probably what's wrong with me right now. Let me fix that for you guys. Post haste. That means super quickly. Where am I?
Test, test, 1, 2, test, test. How's this, guys? I'm assuming there's a delay, so I'm going to have to wait for yous. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. All right. Got a little bit going on with these guys, just waiting for them to pick their things. Welcome back.
Oh yeah. Hello. They did. I guess I
Oh,
should have taken water out of the map pool for Legion, huh?
why is that? Is Legion not good? Oh, they got no water at
They
all.
have no C because Hornet's
Oh,
computer has been broken.
oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's rough. And you got a new laptop, I see.
I did. Yes.
Is that what we're listening to
I've
you
been
from
loving
now,
it.
or is it purely for work?
Right now I'm on my desktop because I'm just at home, but yeah, it's
Yep.
just to have some mobile gaming. I guess it's hard to say it's purely for work when it basically has the same specs as my PC. So
Nice. It's a mobile bar platform.
yeah.
That's what I do for work when I travel for work and I have to stay in like a travel lodge or a Premier Inn. I'll take my laptop with me, and I used to play
Mhm.
bar on it exclusively, but now I just watch. I watch people streaming bar on my
That's
laptop.
awesome. Yeah.
Getting old.
I have to be careful
First map.
because first map is gonna be Onyx. I was gonna say I have to be careful because if I'm at work and I'm like too locked into a game, I might like miss some like communication from my boss or something. So I
Yeah, you
gotta
might
be
let
careful. Yeah.
someone go a little too long without their insulin or something.
Oh gosh, yeah. Luckily, I'm
So it'd
not.
be
None of my
Onyx.
care is critical, but
Oh, that's all right then. Decent. Onyx
Onyx.
Cauldron and Cirillata.
Now, do you think we'll see if we get lucky some Cortex versus Cortex action?
Oh god, only if we're very lucky. Only if we're very lucky.
You
I
think?
don't count on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's a hard one. I was just asking chat while you were gone what they think about the patch balance update coming for season 2. See if it'll bring out more Armada in the 1v1s.
I think so. Uh, what do
Yeah,
you
could be
think?
quite nice. I'm really hoping so. We'll see. Giving pawns that health buff is really going to help. Ticks are going to be a little less viable, which I'm not actually mad about because ticks
Battle
are kind
started.
of OP.
Yeah, I mean, we're hopping in, but like, cause like, here's the thing. Right now, ticks are an incredible like DPS machine, but they're supposed to be
Hmm.
a scout.
Yeah, yeah, just almost purely scouting like rovers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
they're a bit crazy.
well, I feel like because like rovers are still good as an offensive unit, they're just not like as OP as ticks are. So I feel like you have to micro them a little more carefully than
Yeah, well,
ticks.
they don't have that turning circle.
Yeah, so I kind of like the change just to bring that a little bit closer, make ticks more of a scout. Um,
Yeah, a little more in line.
so we see Barcast choosing Cortex versus Zlo, also choosing Cortex.
Using Cortex. Yep.
Zlo's going for the
Lovely.
3 mech start, which what's your preferred start on this map? Do you go 3 mechs or two mechs?
I go two. I've beaten the. I
Mm.
probably shouldn't say this to so many people watching. I've beaten the infamous C3PO twice in a row on this map by going two mix opener. I just think it's gives you that extra
Yeah,
oomph in the beginning. It gives
yeah.
you that extra little kick.
Yeah, because I think the argument for the 3 mech start or 2 mechs is that you get to expand a little bit faster. I actually wouldn't stop for this, but maybe you should. Maybe that's my own mistake. I would get that with your commander, because you can just walk your cons out to expand a little faster. You know, like maybe walk here, and then
Yeah,
also you
yeah,
can get
yeah.
that reclaim to make up for the difference if you go for it a little faster.
Yeah, I used to never get the reclaim bot on this map, and then I actually did a little bit of math behind it, and the reclaim in your base is enough to pay off the bot, and then anything extra is extra. But then you get the energy cost as well, which is crazy good. So I actually start with a reclaim bot on this map,
Yeah, I think it makes
even
a
though
lot
there are
of.
two mix.
I mean, you can see Zlow's ahead in, not ahead in
Yeah.
army value, but that's the only
And
disadvantage.
Barkas has made a mistake by reclaiming trees.
Oh, is he just area reclaiming right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, his
So
area
for
reclaim.
anybody watching that doesn't know, you can hold Alt, and if you hover over a thing like a wreckage or a crystal, if you hold Alt and drag, it'll reclaim just the thing that you've highlighted.
Yeah. And Barcast is actually overflowing all of the energy that he's reclaiming, so a bit of a waste with that res bot. I wonder if he's nervous
Yeah,
against Zlo. Like, Zlo's a really good player.
He is scary. He is
I
scary.
do-
Yeah.
So when you were saying the reclaim in your base, you're just counting those 3 little deposits that are like here, here, and here,
Yep.
right? Yeah, and like, so to get more value past that, like, it's not even that far of a walk, you know, to get that other
Yep.
metal, so.
And then if you control the cauldron like Zlo is, which is what I call that little bit in between the mountains, that like little basin, that if you control that cauldron, there's a lot of reclaim in there as well as a lot of crystal reclaim in there
Yeah.
too.
Same with both corners, right?
True,
It's hard
yeah.
to control this cauldron. Like, what's your approach to taking control of that?
I don't.
I mean,
a lot.
here's the thing, like, you kind of can get away with ignoring it. Like, it can sometimes be a trap if, like, someone walks their commander, like, over here.
Exactly.
Now they're contained, you know?
I leave that open on purpose, hoping that they'll do it. And if you notice, both players are expanding the same direction towards that geo in the corner. That's what most people do. So
Yeah.
I like to try and snipe those cons as early as I can,
Yeah.
and then leave that bit open for the con walk. And once that con walk in there, you can trap him in there and snipe him.
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of the snipes.
Yeah. Banshees are getting a buff, so.
I know. I'm so excited.
I'm sure you're excited for that. But it's pretty interesting here, like, just how much of an advantage Zlo has gotten from the 3 max plus Resbot start. He's able to rush a con into the cauldron. He then has another con, so it looks like he's actually going to expand in 2 directions through the cauldron. A bit risky, but he's kind of going like this.
Where's this? Oh, yes, too. Yes. I'd say he's not even in the lead because of the 3 mech start. He's in the lead purely because he's got 2 reclaim bots getting the crystals, whereas
Yeah.
Barcast has. Oh, he's got 2 now getting the crystals, but they're also originally grabbing all the trees.
Barkas is, yeah. I think it's a combination. I think the 3 max gave him in the very early game a little bit of a lead, and then it was just compounded by those res bots.
By
And
those
now,
res bots, yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is just a sign of Barkas being maybe a little nervous against Low. Like, he's building a lot of defenses here.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate the double LLT there. I do prefer it to be closer to that shore that they come in from.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at this point of the game, you shouldn't need them there because there's so many units on the map now.
Yeah.
If you had like double con expanding, yes.
That's what I
Single
was
con
gonna
expanding,
say.
no.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
single con is just so, like, you're slowing it down so much by building these 3 defenses, the radar, 2 LLTs. So personally, if I'm single expanding, I would do more what Zlo has done, which is naked expand. Although he's actually even foregoing the radar, he's just straight up naked expanding completely.
Yeah, if you can get to that corner and block off their beach, you're laughing. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to do. Sometimes you catch a commander down there, sometimes you don't. But yeah, controlling that corner is pretty good if you can hold it.
And he's
no-
successfully cut off Barkas from entering the cauldron currently.
He's got the whole map. He's got the I call it the snowball position. He's got roughly 70% of the map. And if he can hold that, he's good to go.
Yeah, and this is the position you're looking for, right? It might be a little not obvious, but there kind of are 4 lanes in the map, right? You have 1 lane here, Here, let me erase these graphics. You have one lane here, another very narrow lane here, a third lane here, and then you have your fourth lane like this.
Yep.
And Zlo has an army positioned in each one of those right now, and his army is just so much larger than Barkas. So, yeah, like you're saying, he's in that snowball. He's in the containment position against Barkas, which I'm sure Barkas is sweating trying to get out of.
Yeah, I like to call it the snowball position because if you're holding here, you don't need to attack. And as long as you can contain, you have the resources behind you to start snowballing, whereas your opponent has to try and fight an uphill battle. He can try and break out of it, but while he's trying to break out, you're just scaling.
He is.
So
It
yes,
looks like
that's a
he
good
is
one.
trying to break into the cauldron, and he does have a pretty big unit advantage here. It's just a matter of, first of all, the LOT being here is gonna kind of skew that more towards slow. But he does have a pretty sizable unit advantage here, so I think he might be able to at least break into the cauldron. Maybe
The
though.
repair on the commander will go hard here, but he's gonna.
Oh, he's just gonna. He's being a little. Oh no!
This is risky.
What's he doing?
No,
No,
he's throwing. That's it,
Barkas.
GG.
No! I guess that was a desperate attempt, but what was that?
Yeah, as I was saying, I like to leave the cauldron a bit weaker to allow people to put themselves into that position.
Yeah, but
So-
why did he walk his army
Yeah.
away from his comm? That was the mistake. Like, I think maybe he thought he had more time to react or something.
Maybe, yeah, and I think he started e-stalling for a half a second there, but even then it still wouldn't have been enough.
You never know though. That a slightly earlier D gun could have really changed the outcome there.
Dynamic. Yeah, because the army's more bunched up at the start there before they get the surround. So this map, I've been watching Slick practice on this map quite a bit here, and he always opens vehicles, and he opens vehicles in this position. He actually does really good. I want to see him play some higher level players, so the same as Barkas is doing here. What do you think about that? Do you love it or hate it?
Wait, so what are we looking at? So
where Barcast is, that's where Slick starts, and he starts with vehicles.
it's like kind of tricky because the map is rotationally symmetric, right? So technically, you're saying he starts here usually with vehicles, or what?
No, yeah. So yeah, he normally starts where Barcast is, or the opposite side of where Zlo is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like kind of a gamble no matter what, because technically all four of these start spots are exactly the same because the map's symmetry.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a gamble because like you don't know where your opponent is starting. So if you start here, if Barkas has started here, now you're further away. Whereas I guess if you know that your opponent tends to pick like where Zlo goes, then maybe starting where Barkas is to get a little bit more of a rush is gonna be good. But I don't. Almost feels a little bit like rock paper scissors to me. What do you think?
Well, so the way I've been looking at it is you've got your midway line here, very roughly drawn. Most people do start where Zlo is because your two expansions are a lot safer, whereas Barcast's forward expansion is right next to that midline. And Slick actually put this in a really elegant way to me because he said it's better for the same reason that I'm saying it's worse, because you've got that forward expansion right there. You've got the center line and you control more of the map straight away because you've got that defender's advantage on the midway line. It's like a forward lab.
I think the issue with looking at it that way is you're ignoring, like, the spawns definitely do kind of make it seem like the midline is where you drew it. But the midline is like, it's less of a midline and it's more of like every start position is equidistant from the center.
Yep.
And so the thing is, it really more so depends on where your opponent is starting, because if Zlo had started here even though technically his expansions are closer to the midline here.
Yeah, it's here. This is the new midline, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now he's further from Barcast.
Yeah.
So with this, I guess both players are working with that midline where you drew it, and then I don't know. I guess you are there's.
Yeah, I want to watch him play against a high OS player like these guys,
Yeah.
because you can see both these guys going bots, and I'd just really like to see how it goes up against higher OS players. He's obviously not top tier 1v1 player. There's a few
Yeah.
small mistakes he makes, but it's
Yeah.
really interesting to watch him go that build because it seems to work out sometimes.
Mhm.
And I'd like to see how it works against people who know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, but I guess it just feels maybe a little deceptive here because in terms of actual like center control, you're equal distance from the center. And like this expansion and this expansion are both equal distant from the center.
Yeah, yeah. That
Uh,
center's like the main place you sort of want to be fighting over because of that Juicy 5 mix.
Yeah. So Barcast going for a little bit more aggressive expansion here than we saw in Onyx Cauldron. Do you notice that too, or am I just making that up? Like, I feel like on Onyx he was so much more afraid to expand, and he was building a lot more static defense.
Yeah, I think Honest Cauldron's more of a linear map. Like you said, there's 4 lanes, but on
Yeah.
this map, there's still technically only maybe 3 lanes,
It's
but
so
it's so much wider.
yeah, it's like wide. It's hard to say that there's even any lane when
Hmm.
you're all like fighting over the center, right?
Yeah, there's not really lanes on this map exactly,
Yeah.
and if there are lanes, they're very wide, so they're not easily defensible by a single LLT.
Yeah, it's kind of a
yeah.
weird map to evaluate for 1v1.
Yeah, yeah, I like this map for 2v2s and stuff. It's
Yeah.
quite a cool map.
I've actually
I see Barkas going for the Russian to the center with his commander. He could be out of position here, but there's nothing to really punish him
Yeah.
for it. Zlow's army's all down in this side.
makes sense why he stopped for that slightly earlier radar though, right? Because
Yeah,
he's gonna be. Let's see what he sees. I mean, he kind of with that radar, he can see that the center is pretty wide open, but he is kind of on the back foot with the army of Zlows putting pressure on the bottom side of his base right now.
yeah. That's why I'm always a bit dubious about the start position, because you're so close to that midline, you're forced to defend.
Yeah.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Whereas
forced
you
to
can see
engage
Zlow is just chilling. There's nothing even pressuring his base. He can build just a couple LLTs and he's safe. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a really good point, but that's where it's like, it really comes down to like rock, paper, scissors, because if you're playing against like Vic, oh, we see Zlo breaking through though, this is gonna hurt. But
Good value. If he gets the reclaim field too,
Yeah.
there's a reclaim bot there already. Jokes.
if you play against Vic and you know he's gonna start where Barcast is, then you can choose your start spot
Yeah.
based around
Depending on
that.
how you want to play it. Yeah.
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 Oh no, but Zlo is gonna be sneaking some grunts around back.
This
I
is
think that-
dangerous.
It may be slightly deceptive because even though Barcast lost that expansion, he does control the center, which is very strong, and he's actually going to be walking back with his commander to his base.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't know
he's-
about walking back with his commander. There we go. He is going to. I'd say reinforcing the center is a better play because he's actually objectively gets more metal from holding that center than
Yeah.
he does from an entire. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also he has the defender's advantage at the moment. So if he can clean this up, he might be okay. But it's looking pretty dodgy for him at the moment.
What's kind of crazy though is that Zlo has like completely shut him down from expanding at all in this direction, which you'd think would be kind of hard to shut down because it's just by nature like so much further from Zlo's base, but by shutting that down, he's kind of nullified any advantage that Barcast has controlling that center. So Barcast is on the back foot again.
He is, yes. He controls the center now, so he actually has a lovely channel for his units to come through and punish this expansion, a greedy expansion. But he's too busy defending to actually exploit that. So we'll see if he manages to pull that
Yeah.
out. But with thugs coming out, his commander could be in a bit of a sticky spot.
Yeah, he could maybe afford to try to. He's probably APM stalled more than anything, but he could maybe afford, to send just a couple grunts around. But when you see grunts coming, or sorry, when you see thugs coming out of your opponent's base, and you know that they have a very significant metal advantage, metal economy advantage, you're in trouble. Like, what would your response be here?
Oh, just lose.
Yeah, no, I mean literally,
Me personally,
like,
I'll just lose.
I
Yeah.
obviously Barkas is a really good player, and he will probably be able to think of something to at least hold on. But I mean, thugs are
Panda
so
looks good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah. So with this position, trying to raid these bases is really hard because if he gets thugs on the high ground, which he's got a single thug, defending this is a lot easier because you've got that extra range and everything. You see here his thugs outranging Zlow's thugs. So a few
yeah,
thugs would actually be really nice, but
I
then you
agree.
lose
Yeah,
the mobility advantage of raiding, and you can see that Zlow's actually coming across this way to see if there's an expansion here, which there isn't. So it's
yeah.
he's
Oh,
trapped. He's trapped.
yeah. Barkas is contained, but again, he does have that center, so it's like you have to wonder if maybe he could be doing more with that center because it is a lot of metal, but like you're saying, it also is a really great conduit for raids through the central area. But
Yeah.
with thugs
Yeah.
streaming out of Zlow's base, like Barkas is in so much trouble.
Yeah. And also Zlow's controlled that reclaim field the whole game. I don't think I've seen Barcast reclaim or revive at all. So controlling that reclaim field is just adding fuel to the fire. I
Mhm.
think if Barcast had come out a bit earlier with I don't know grunts because I'm not a Cortex player, but about
Mhm.
6 pawns would absolutely decimate most of this expansion from
Yeah,
Zlow
yeah.
until too many LLTs come up.
Yeah, I think a bit, maybe a little bit earlier rating on the side to like stop these constructors when they didn't have defenses yet
Hmm.
would have been strong. But if we look at the numbers game now, we were talking about it earlier. I know it can be hard to read Cortex versus Cortex engagements because we of course don't get to see these very often. But um, more thugs
Bomb and
beats
run.
less thugs. I like to think so.
Yeah. Bombing runs coming in should be quite nice.
Yeah, Zlo just seals it.
There's
That
the
10
GG.
minute.
Yeah.
So Zlo, something he's known for is that 10-minute bombing run. He doesn't really
Battle
transition to vehicles. He prefers to go air, and air
Yep.
transitions in 1v1 tend to come around 10 minutes when you're playing as Cortex. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always looking for that transition for either vehicles or air, but it's a good one to transition and get that bombing run off. It's just so much value. I need to practice bombers. Grunt gameplay.
okay, so let's see if our standings have changed at all so far. Oh, X Factor has forfeit to Bastion Enjoyer.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, Bastion Enjoy getting that free win up on the
Yeah.
board. Let's go.
Does that mean that he's dropped?
I guess if he's forfeit. With the standings page, that um the middle one with the Lazarus and stuff, did you want some extra stuff on that?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
In time, yeah, cause I wasn't even paying attention. I'm using the wrong standings page, but it looks like we're just waiting for Benator versus Sammy to wrap up
Finish up.
here. Yeah,
Yep. Because I've made it nice and square so we can fit the standings actually to it without it clipping outside of the image. And then if it does, I can edit it for us.
yeah,
So maybe when we have our next meeting, I can sort that stuff out so then it's all set up for whoever's casting to make it look neat and tidy and stuff. Yeah, I see
yeah.
the new logo looks pretty cool.
Oh, for the Apprentice League logo, or
Yeah,
yeah, I was just messing with that. I think we should figure something else out, but it's a good
that's
start
fine.
at least. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're looking for, and I think it works. Yeah.
Sweet, yeah. Yeah, you kind of get what I'm going for of like just using more game assets for logos.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Make it
really
look
ties it in.
make it look yeah, exactly. Make it a more professional looking thing. We're just waiting for looks like Benator versus Sammy to finish up.
Cool, cool. What's been your favorite game so far? Because I think I came in just at the end of round one.
It's been kind of honestly, it's been pretty chill so far. Kind of
Yep.
just getting ramped up. But I guess I'll have to say the only game where we've actually gotten to see Legion has been Raxel's first game, so I guess that one.
That was the most exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1v1s, it's got to be hard to get people to play an unfinished race.
Of course,
For the
yeah.
time being. Yeah.
gotta
Especially if it's a sweaty one.
I mean, you know, the thing is, it's also, this is just a very different Masters League. It actually was somewhat impromptu, so
Yeah.
that's kind of just why that is maybe a little less organized than we usually are, right? But we are going to be jumping into this game of Benator versus Sammy.
Wait, I'll join you in a second. I'm just going to reply to some chats.
Yes, thank you. How is our chat doing today, by the way? I do think let's give our chat some love.
Chat always deserves some love.
Any links you can post, please? Yeah, so check it out. So if you want to join the Fight Night Discord to get into these tournaments, you can do the command !Fight Night, one word, all lowercase, and it'll give you our Discord link. If you do the command events in chat, you can see all of our upcoming events. It looks like I messed up a date again though. The No More Bots, No More Bots is on the 30th of March. Let me fix that real quick.
You've got the... are we jumping into this match? Because you've got these standings still up.
Yeah, it's just a minute delay is
Oh, okay.
on, yeah.
Ah, of course.
Thank you for catching that though.
That's alright, that's alright.
So we have some upcoming events. Tomorrow is our No More Bots casual tournament hosted by Rakudo. We helped out a little bit there, but that's mostly just going to be ran by him. The link is in our chat if you want to see that. April 12th and April 13th, we have the 1v1 Alpha Cup tournament. Just a fun weekend. The link is also there if you want to sign up. And then May 17th is our 3v3 Faction Wars qualifier with Legion enabled. It's going to be a blast. And that one has a cash prize. Alpha Cup also has a cash prize, and these cash prizes are only made possible by the direct supporters of the tournament. So I just would love to thank those supporters. We have Robot Robert 2003, S Leopard, Heavy Water, Mirrored, and the DME Clan. Thank you very much for your support, enabling us to market, promote, grow these tournaments, incentivize participation with different rewards. We also will have merch rewards for those tournaments soon, so you can win like shirts, mugs, all sorts of things. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool that we can offer that. Yeah, thank you guys. Everybody. Yeah.
You guys keeping it alive, single-handedly keeping it alive. I've just noticed the Legion bot lab. Is that T1? They've got like a hound with a machine gun on
the Centaur. Yeah, you haven't seen the Centaur before?
I haven't really seen any of the Legion units. That's crazy. It's so strong.
Yeah, the Centaur is still is getting a new model soon.
Yeah.
But it's a super fast, pretty high health and very high alpha damage unit. Like, they will blast down these grunts in 2 shots.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The comp snipe. Whoa.
Oh my god, I missed it.
That damage is so big.
What did the comp get? Was the comp sniped with centaurs? Yeah, they do
Yeah.
insane alpha damage. I'm sorry I missed that. I guess
Whoa.
we missed the commander just get one shot by centaurs.
I saw them walking past. I was like, oh, they've got really short range. As soon as they came into range, she was dead. Whoa.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I missed that, guys. That's crazy.
Jeez. No, why do people not play Legion? That's insane, dude.
Yeah, centaurs are kind of broken right now.
Wow. I'm gonna have to give those guys a try.
Yeah. So on our map pool, what maps have we seen the most of so far? I think Onyx Cauldron we've seen a few games. Gas Bag though is probably the most popular one that we've seen. What do you think?
On this tournament or just in the Fight Night tournaments in general?
In general, I mean in this tournament too, but I guess just in general as well.
It is a popular one, which is surprising because it's super resource heavy. I love the layout of it.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun, but like, yeah, people seem to really love it.
I know.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's been really, really popular. Aiden really cooked.
Yeah.
With that, yeah.
Yeah, he killed it. I really like Aiden's map designs because they're not always flat or always hilly. Like,
Yeah.
they're so dynamic.
Yeah. He's
Quite cool.
he's going for yeah, he goes for like more unique map layouts, which is really cool and much appreciated. So
in the tournament I was doing today, it was the way it worked is the peasant, who's the challenger, picks the map, and it can be any map. It doesn't have to just be 1v1 maps. So there was some like real crazy 1v1s on bigger maps there. It was quite interesting. I'm a real fan of different maps, and Aiden really delivers on the different map.
yeah, he really does.
It's not the same. It keeps the game from being this samey and stale. Like, because all StarCraft maps are sort of the same, whereas all bar maps are so different. It's so cool.
Yeah, dude, the mappers. If any of the mappers are in chat right now, shout out you guys, because I love, like, there's certainly maps that just for my style I'm not a fan of, but like so many of the maps are just so good. Like, it's hard for me to find a map that I just outright don't like, and I think that's pretty awesome. So
yeah, same. The maps I don't like are C maps, and that's just specifically because I don't play C.
Yeah, that's
but they're
like
probably
everyone,
really good maps. Yeah.
I think C.
Exactly.
Yeah. I will say there's probably a lack of well-designed C maps, just because, again, there's just not been, from the player base, there just isn't the interest in these maps as much, unfortunately. So
yeah, I think once the game starts picking up a bit more pace as well, people will start specializing, because there's already people who specialize in C gameplay, but they're not 1v1 players. They normally play Supreme, and their C gameplay is so refined. It's really, I've sat in on their training sessions before, and it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I imagine.
Yeah.
Pro level C.
All right, so we got Sammy W up against Beninator. Quite low OS guys, but it should be quite interesting to see the difference between the very top tier players playing this map and these guys playing, see what they do differently.
Absolutely. I'm gonna anchor the camera to you for just a few minutes. I will be right back.
I didn't even know you could do that to a spectator. That's cool. Everybody get ready for some crazy camera angles. So it looks like Beninator is going to be opening up with a 4-wind bot lab opener, or is he going to go 3? Nope, yep, 4-wind bot lab opener. Very overkill here. I wouldn't recommend going for 4 when you're going a bot lab. There you go, he is going to transition just into the 3 bot wind opener because the wind is nice and high. And now watch the wind troll him and go down to 1. That'll be actually real funny. Make a liar out of me. Whereas his opponent is going for a 2-wind opener. Much more efficient. If this wind doesn't ruin him, he should be fine. He's going to start out with a Grave Robber into a construction bot. I really like this opener. He might need to drop down 1 more wind, which he does, and then he'll go back into assisting the lab, I'm assuming. Yep, and that's going to really help him get this Grave Robber out. Might need 1 more wind, because the wind is just not quite high enough. He's actually going to opt to stall on his energy for a few seconds, but that's fine. Let's see how he micros his reclaim. Oh, he's going for trees. That's a misplay in my opinion, but that's fine. We'll check in on his opponent. No Grave Robber at all out of Veninator. Okay. Yeah, maybe these guys don't know about the... Let me just show you. I'll go over to the Reclaim bot. So, if I select Reclaim, and I hold this and go Alt, it'll select only the crystals in this circle. Oops. So like this. And it'll only be the crystals. Oh wait, if I do this. Yeah. Quite cool. It's quite cool. Okay, so he's gonna stop building from his lab. There we go. Okay, he's getting some grunts out now. He's going into converters already. That's kind of crazy. And he's gonna have a little bit of wind up. Not a whole lot of build power, but that's fine because he's not getting pressured at all from his opponent. Let's check back in on his opponent. He's got a little group of grunts here. I would like to see maybe them spread a little bit, or at least one of them scouting to see what's going on. Welcome back, mate.
Hey, having those 5 grunts just standing there is a little unfortunate, right?
Yeah, it's at this early in the game especially, you really want to be spreading your units out to find those leaks. Having a ball of grunts could be quite useful because you can take out grunts one by one until your opponent clicks on, but just leaving them standing there is a bit...
I mean, you can imagine if he was moving a little sooner, this ball could have been like over here, you know, and maybe winning engagements already, finding value.
That poses a very credible threat. Looks like he's going to be coming over here, trying to maybe pick up a construction bot over here, but...
Yeah, does he...
Okay.
You can kind of tell how well these players know the maps by where they're going to raid right away, right? So...
Yeah. Yeah, they people who play maps more often know, like, they sort of... It's not like they solve the maps, but they definitely get into patterns. And you can normally figure out what people are doing by... That's why I love Armada, because you got those scout units. So if I scout and I see no expansion here, no expansion here, I know my enemy's either massing units or they're just trying to do a weird eco in their base, and that allows me to just chill out and contain.
Yeah.
Whereas if I see those expansions, I know I can start assaulting those construction bots.
Yeah. Now we just saw a little bit of a blunder from Venator, who, because his units were balled up, he had a winning engagement, but he could have won a lot harder, and instead his grunts are gonna die on Sammy's side of the map without finding much value. Sammy had a little
that's
bit.
what I always got to worry about.
Yeah. But Venator also maybe this map is really easy to overscale energy on, don't you think? Like, just because wind is
that's a
so
mistake I make.
high. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I would almost double E storage. I'd almost advocate for a double E storage if you when you
totally
can afford
would.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because the wind is, I always overbuild wind and then I run out of metal because all my metal goes into energy. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what I was saying there.
Yeah.
Might be a great little pickup here if Sammy's paying attention. Looks like he's not though, and they will just wave at each other as they go past.
Alright, so
We'll get value with the mixes though.
Yeah, he does sneak by, and he's maybe gonna equalize that lack of expansion that he's kind of been doing of his own. Also, it looks like I was accidentally doubling the audio, so I have fixed that. Thank you, chat, for noticing that.
That's crazy. VDB Cam Pog. Yeah. People who know.
I've had to break my own habit. You and I both play like this, like sideways.
I can't see your camera quite yet.
Oh,
yeah, I
can't.
spin like crazy.
Yeah,
well, I've got the minute delay, so.
Oh yeah. Well, we both also, by the way, if you click on the spectators list in game and then double click my name, you can anchor yourself to my camera.
Cool. I'll just do this then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I spin my camera so much. I get one of two people, like one of two types of people. I get, what are you doing? This is insane. Or I get, this game looks so beautiful from this angle.
Yeah. Like, you kind of have to go from different angles to be able to fully appreciate it. I guess, like, the balance maybe that we need to find as casters is when we zoom out, have the camera be static, but when you zoom in,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of rotation is fine, just like this.
Yeah,
Get
yeah. I
to
like to get the
s-
angle nice and down so I can see
Yeah.
the unit models. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
The people who design the units and buildings and stuff, they do such a good job. It's
They
so
really
simple
do.
but so elegant at the same time.
Yeah, and so cute, but like also kind of badass, you know. So
Yeah.
I love
it's
it.
Stunning.
But
The-
Sammy has a huge army advantage right now.
It says he's at 0%.
Okay, well, visually it looks like that. I do. I guess maybe a more accurate thing is Sammy has far better spread with his units and is maybe controlling the map a little bit better. But actually,
Yeah.
he does not have. He's lost the army advantage.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, he's got the res bots out and stuff, and they are doing a good job of. Oh, he's done the old mistake of when the revive is chasing him to try and repair it.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
that's.
classic. And now he's gonna run all the way back. I don't know. Is there a widget to fix that, or is that just gonna like forever be in the game? Because
I don't know.
like,
Do you think that's a question? I guess that we could ask chat. Like, do you guys think that that's a good like skill check to have, like, or like an APM check, or should that kind of be baked into the game that the res bots won't get stuck following units? Because I
Yeah,
mean, you can always make a pull request if that's something you want to add.
Yeah, I'm very cognizant of it now, so I don't ever really catch myself doing it. But the only thing is to stop it, it would be once a unit's revived and it has 1% health, the revive bot goes on to the next unit. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have an army of 1% health, so pick your poison, you know?
Yeah, that is a good point. Although I'm sure there's some finagling you can do in Lua to make it so that when it like leaves at the range of the resbot, like once the unit
Yeah.
starts moving, maybe make it stop following the resbot, something like that. But Nader's
Yeah,
gonna be
that could be good.
pushing through the center right now.
Oh, he's gonna double two-pronged attack. I like this. I would like to see him get some res bots in his army. It would be kind of nice. Even reclaim, even if you don't revive units, just the reclaim value is huge.
Yeah, definitely. And it was so reclaim when you have if you don't have metal and you have excess energy, it's actually better to reclaim in that situation just because resing is good when you have metal but are a little low on energy because it actually saves you energy, whereas reclaim doesn't save you energy, but when you need metal and
Gives you
have
metal.
energy, you know, it makes more sense to just grab the metal.
Yeah, for me it always depends on what I want. Like, do I want? Well, first off, the easiest way I know is if you're in that snowball position, you're reclaiming because you are on their side of the map.
Yes.
If they're on your side of the map, you normally revive unless you need the metal for specific buildings,
Yes.
like ticking up or etc.
Yeah, it all depends on speed because reclaiming is also, of course, faster, and if you don't have commanding control over the reclaim field, then you might just need to get the reclaim faster.
Yep, we see shurikens and bombers coming out.
Oh, but they're going to be
Bombers do
spotted.
reveal themselves. Yeah. And then there's AA bots coming out of Benader's lab, which actually mismicroed, funnily enough. This probably would
yeah.
have been enough to stop it, but he's walked them away.
Oh no, and he even saw where they were going. A little bit of
Yeah.
a misplay from Sammy, who sent, instead of going around the edges of the map, sent the bombers just straight over the units of Benader.
Gave himself away.
Benader has been overflowing like 500 energy
Oh.
per second. Oh no!
That chain was beautiful. I
Yeah.
love to watch that stuff. That is, chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah, one of the most satisfying parts of Bar, right? Just chaining the entire base of Benader, who now is baseless.
Yeah, that's GG basically, unless he can overwhelm him with this ground army, which he probably could if he just went all in right now with his commander, Com, Walk, and Army Go. He might be able to actually
Maybe,
bring
yeah.
this back, but other than that, I don't see how he's going to win it now.
I think the thing is he does have the army lead, but Sammy has gotten in so much on LLTs. He has so many
He's 20
LLTs.
on the map. How's Sammy got? Sammy's got like 11
Oh my
or
gosh.
something.
He's going T2. What is this man doing?
No, you had it. You had it, my friend, and now he's going to go all in. Now would be the perfect time to all in.
Yeah, now
because
literally
when your
is
opponent
like-
goes T2, yeah.
Yeah. Although the LLTs might be enough, but come on. Classic rookie mistake.
Yeah, if he pulls the T2 off, he kind of just wins anyway, but I mean, because you can see here that Beneda is over committing to AA, and he's just trying to rebuild his base now.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to go in, he's going to lose all his grunts to these LLTs, the commander's got him Viz, so he won't be able to snipe the comm.
Oh, but actually, if he micros well, oh no. Somewhat of some
Damn.
microing there. He probably could have maybe killed that other LOT or just ran by and gotten some base damage in, because.
Yeah.
But
The other army was AFK as well. If they had come at the same time, he could have just won it there if he had consolidated his forces and done like a concerted effort to push with his commander or something as well, backing him up.
I mean,
Would've been great.
he still can. Another rookie mistake though, where he's targeting the units of Sammy instead of the base or the expansion. So.
Yeah, that's a classic mistake.
Yeah.
The game could go either way, and I'm actually interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too. Because I mean, Sammy had a pretty commanding lead, but now that he's going T2, I mean, not only is he
Slowest T2
going
transition I've ever seen.
well, because not only is he going T2, he also hasn't reclaimed any of his labs. He's trying to produce some very metal expensive static defenses right now, which they might save his base, but they definitely won't hope the T2 come up. And unfortunately, the AA is gonna shut down the
I
Shuriken.
love the AA bots with the army against the shurikens. Oh, he's gonna get D-gun though, or
Maybe.
he can't see the commander. So if he stays grouped up like this,
Oh my gosh.
Sammy, what's Sammy doing?
Oh, they're gonna die
No
to
way.
the converters took out about half of those grunts though.
The damage, it's not irreparable damage, but now he's definitely not going to have T2 up, and now they're back on an even playing field, guys.
Oh my gosh.
What are we watching?
Sammy now has no energy as he's trying to walk the commander around. Benader.
Oh my days.
Mater's League. That is what we're watching right now. We are watching Mater's League. Not to be confused with the Masters League.
Oh. Yeah, that's clutch. I was gonna actually ask you before, I guess now while we wait for both these guys to make a decision on how they're gonna play this, I thought Masters League was above 30 OS, or is this like is Masters League
It was
all
supposed
welcome?
to, but so this is more of an impromptu Masters League. Technically, the next Masters League wasn't supposed to be until April, but I was like, you know what, might as well just host something. And then I wanted to do it with Legion just because, you know,
Bit of fun.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like Cortex versus Cortex 1v1s.
And we're gonna see more.
Apparently, yeah. It's just apparently inescapable. But so I was just thinking, you know, it'd be fun. And then pros don't like to play Legion as much, so
Yeah, that's
I
true.
figure might as well say.
Open it up. I like
Yeah.
the idea of people who may not necessarily be the top tier players having a chance to go up against some top tier players and see if they can actually test their mettle and see if they win against them. Because you never know, like some unknown might come in and just start beating top tier players, and you've got to
Yeah, I think it depends. Like, I think it's definitely a balance because, like, as we can see here, like, lower tier games definitely take longer.
Yep.
That's the only issue.
Sometimes they
with it.
finish really quick, but a lot of the time they don't.
I mean, of course, as it gets filtered, like, since these players are playing each other now, like, their matches will probably go by faster as they won't be paired against each other, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the thing. But that is the Apprentice League, though, the lower OS people, and those games are always a hoot anyway.
Yeah. I was thinking
There's
maybe
always-
Maybe we should have a little mid-tier league at some point with both a min and max rating on it, so that we give
the middle people a chance. I was
Yeah.
thinking that, but I just thought it's like I don't know how spread thin we can go
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
with the
yeah.
yeah.
I think
But in the
it's
future, I
well.
think it could
Yeah.
be viable for sure.
Yeah, I guess for now
Yeah.
though, I think our solution is more just allowing a little bit of overlap between them. So if you're kind of
Yep.
in that like 30 OS range, you can do really well in Apprentice League and also get crushed in Masters League if you choose. So.
Yeah, I saw that somebody said that they're gonna immortalize the leaderboard in this next update,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm so sad because I was like, oh, I was in the top like 40 or 50, and then I just was like, I don't really care that much about OS. I was losing games, and
I
then I was
did
like,
that
oh, what I'll do
too.
is I'll stop playing ranked. And then today I played a ranked game by accident against an 18 OS, not realizing it was
lost.
ranked, and lost. And so I lost like 13 points on the leaderboard. I went all the way
Oh,
down to 75 or something.
dude, I've been there before. No, that's
Yeah,
so funny. I did the same thing. I was like, I peaked around like 20th on the leaderboard, and then I was like,
nice.
rating is stupid. It gives me too much anxiety, so I turn it off. But then I fell on the leaderboard because I didn't care, and now it's hard to like climb back, you know?
Yeah, climbing back's just rough. I mean, I probably could do it. I don't really care that much about OS. I just want to be on the leaderboards for
Yeah.
like a little bit of a flex.
Yeah.
So as long
yeah,
as I'm in
yeah.
the top 100, it is what it is.
We'll be on the season 1 leaderboard, so.
Yeah, exactly. And then I can be like, look at me. I'm not only am I a famous caster, but I'm also top 100 in the world, guys.
It's hard to
back in
flex.
2025.
Yeah, it's hard to flex that as much though when you really think about how, to be honest, I think there's
like
only
100
like 100
1v1
1v1 players. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is going to be in 2050 when there's like 4,000 1v1
Yeah, yeah.
players.
Then
and I'm
we'll
like,
we'll
yeah.
still have our names immortalized.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really interested to see Beninator's unit movement. What are they called? Commands, because he's trying to go up over mountains and he was trying to swim through the river. I think he just doesn't quite realize where bots can and can't go.
I wonder
The
what
good
his
trick is it's F2 for me. I don't know what it is for you guys. That's like brings up the terrain.
I think
when you
it's
select a unit.
if you're on grid, I want to say it's F8.
8?
F8, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that way if you select a unit, you can see where they can and can't go, guys. It's a good little tip for you so you don't get stuck trying to climb a mountain.
And when you're reading that, red means that they cannot go somewhere.
Oh, is it red for you? For me, it's purple.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, it's like a dark purple for me.
Maybe it's just that. Honestly, I've never been very good at reading that. Oh no, it's not the dark purple. It's the stripes. When the stripes are too close together, it means that the unit won't be able to cross.
Stripes? I don't have stripes.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Ignore me. I'm talking crazy.
You might be looking at the
F6.
actual terrain one.
Yeah. F6 is
Yeah.
what F6 shows where it can pass, and yeah, like you're saying, purple is where you can't go. Fun fact: you can
Okay.
also use that when you select a when you're placing a building, and it will show you where you can and can't place the building.
Oh, that's handy. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Look at that. We're learning and we're teaching at the same time. Let's
See?
go.
So,
Oh, yeah, I saw
yeah.
the thing just come up on the stream. That
Yeah.
weird, like, looks like oil.
The elevation thing, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like Beninator's finally decided to go for an all-in push. It would be working pretty well if there wasn't 3 Dragon Moors sitting here just
Right.
clowning on his army.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Raining
Oh.
fire.
Although that being said, no, I think it weakened his army too much, and now the Sammy's army is going to be able to take advantage of that, and the
When
Dragon's Maw is just surviving too hard.
If he had come in from any other angle, that probably would have been game over. That's crazy.
Yeah, he picked the, like, literally just go this way, but they don't know
Yeah.
that, you know, so.
Yeah, true.
And I don't know if
It's
it's
like
actually.
scouting your opponent.
I think it's kind of actually a slight mistake. Maybe? I don't know if the units are supposed to be able to cross like there. and there.
You
but
don't
they
not feel like
can't.
it was intended to? Maybe
Yeah,
it wasn't supposed to.
because you know how so far I think they probably will standardize the terrain a little more in maps, but
Yeah.
like with how they
I
make
quite
maps.
like on this
yeah.
map specifically that you can come in from these like side positions. I think there's like a couple spots here because then it stops it just being a one ramp opener, which makes
Yeah.
it very StarCrafty, easy to defend.
Yeah. I agree.
And then you get this where you just have 5 Dragon Moors and you can't get through.
Yeah, I kind of wish that actually these sides were just completely ramped, you know.
Oh, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah.
So that the entire,
yeah.
I think a lot of maps do that, like the Geo spot on Hellas Basin, stuff like that,
yeah.
where you just have those single chokes can just kind of close off.
So
games.
we've actually got a T2 lab out, and it's the guy who's only got 10 wins. Oh, no, he's got wins at the front as well.
His base is
yeah.
looking a little scant.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good word. Yeah, scant. And he's got the old classic double mix down here, which doesn't matter what level of player you are, everybody pulls that one off at one time of their life or another.
Yeah, I hope they take the suggestion at some point that the mech should, like, the second mech should automatically turn off, because the double mechs is still pulling 3 energy a second and just doing that. It's just literally taking energy up.
Oh, you mean like automatically turn off? I didn't realize that because you can see that it's not spinning, so it's actually not on, but it's on for power wise.
Yeah, see what I mean? So it's just, you know, the game's still in alpha. But Benator steps a little bit far forward with his commander, and that might be the death of him.
Maybe he has enough to actually chase him down and snipe his commander with these thugs. It will cost his entire army, but he might have enough to get him.
Oh,
no,
but the
he's not gonna quite
Sheldon,
catch him.
Benator does have the shell. I forgot about his T2 transition.
Yeah, and now he's got enough T1 here as well coming. He's still building T1 while he's doing this. I think Benator's going to take the win here. Sam could have. He's actually got the front. He should be reclaiming instead of reviving. These T1 units going to be useless, and he could just be pumping T2 units out of his lab. I mean, I still don't know who's going to win this. This is like...
It's hard to say, right?
Oh my lord, dude. I think this one might reach the 40-minute mark. The draw. It might be the draw.
Yeah, the draw line. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. Yeah, it feels like we've been here 40 minutes and it's only been 20.
It feels like Benator should be able to end the game. It's just a question of, like, I don't know if he knows what he needs to do to actually, like, seal it. And that's giving Sammy an opportunity to res, like you were saying. Ideally, he should be reclaiming, but...
Yeah. I think what the problem here is Benator is, like you said, not sure how to end this. The only way he knows how is to brute force it, and he could brute force it if he had the right units. But what I want to say to everybody watching is, if you find yourself in this position, just think out of the box, because you've got time to stop and think. Think, like, can I do a bombing run? Can I transition into, like, a vehicles? Can I come around the side and put some pressure here? You know, like, just start thinking of different ways to do things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta ask yourself, like, where are my opponent's blind spots? Like, what can I take advantage of to secure that win? And
and with T2, you got to remember there's units that can all terrain. You can come up over mountains. I think do T2 Cortex have that?
They get the Termite, which is not nearly as powerful as a Recluse, but it's still a unit that you can use, you know. And the power of that is the element of surprise. Oh no, Benator is gonna lose 5 Sheldons though. Never good to see that.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. I mean, I did say that he should be reclaiming instead of reviving, but this cannon fodder is actually going to work real well for him.
Yeah.
Would have been better as T2 units, but, I mean, cannon fodder's cannon fodder, right?
Yeah, Benator's commander is going to be looking a little bit exposed. So maybe this could be the end of the game that we see here, but we're going to have to wait.
I think it's going to be. He's walking forward.
Oh, he's going to walk forward. Is he going to try to I don't think your commander can get into range there.
Not without
oh no, he's gonna retreat into the water. Will he retreat in time though? Oh, 12%. 12% and oh no. Wait, he's actually not even retreating into the water. He's just retreating backwards. He's gonna lose this forward base, but he's maybe bought enough time for his commander to escape with 14%, 560 health and counting.
I am going to go toilet because I think we've got a couple more minutes. I've been holding it.
Go
And,
ahead,
I
yeah.
can't hold it anymore.
I'll be watching this. Let's see. 4,000 metal on the ground. No end in sight as Benator's still struggling to figure out how to end this game. Sammy just needs to reclaim. Benator needs energy. That's really what he needs. And without energy, he will have no metal.
Okay, looks like I've missed a lot.
You think so?
Yeah, I do see AA coming up for Sammy, so he's scared of a bombing run. I mean,
Yeah.
even T1, like a billion grunts could probably still end the game right now.
Yeah,
If-
especially with Sheldon's.
Hmm. We'll see though. It looks like it's going to be a slow push each direction. I think we're going to be watching a back and forth here. I
Yeah.
think once this T1 lab goes down, it's actually going to be a hidden boon for Beninator because it's going to stop him sucking his resources to this basically useless lab now. And
Yeah.
it's going to force him to just use the T2.
Yeah. I mean, it's not insignificant, like, especially if you're making grunts at the same time, like, the energy draw is pretty huge.
Yep.
Now,
And
the
the,
thing is, Benator has more Sheldons, but he's not able to use them because he doesn't have radar with his units, right? So, and the jammer is going to be pretty strong for Sammy.
Yep. The reclaim field is going to be beautiful if he can just reclaim this and turn it into something. I mean, reviving it would still work, I guess. You could just do a 28-minute thug walk, which is kind of unheard of. But yeah, reclaiming this would be very quick and would turn into a giant army. But you can see here he's just absolutely... I'll just ping it and I'll let you see it.
No! He forgot. Oh no, how does that happen?
Oh, I've fallen victim to this 1 or 2 times.
Nothing. There's nothing wins games like 2,000 metal and radar bots, right? Okay, he's
Well, let me
actually
tell you-
reclaiming them. That's.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
He reclaimed 1.
Oh.
Another thing, you can do the ult trick that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Works with wind turbines, buildings, radar bots, units. So you can reclaim just your radar bots with
Yeah.
the ult command as well, guys.
Dude, learning that was one of like the biggest things that I learned when I was starting bar out, because it lets you like really quickly, if you have a bunch of T1 and your opponent goes T2, you
Yep.
can easily pull them back and reclaim all that T1 before you lose the
Reclaim,
value.
Yeah, I love in 1v1s when you see your opponent going T2, like when you see that first T2 unit come out, or if you see the building, you just rush them with T1 units, and
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 you can win it depending on how their defenses are, because they don't have any of those that like
Yeah.
you can't pump enough units out of a T2 lab to overwhelm 300 horns.
Yeah.
Looks like an air transition out of Beninator now. He's going Shuris, which I do like. I love that for this Sheldon push, defending
Yeah.
against the Sheldon push.
I mean, Sammy's not prepared to. Oh, I guess he has a little bit of AA coming up, but he's not super prepared. He's also
But
building.
what I can say is he's never going to be surprised with this many radar bots. I mean, just spread them over the map if you don't want to reclaim
Yeah,
them.
literally.
Oh, I just noticed Beninator's taken the entire map. He's
Yeah.
actually got himself into the snowball position.
Like, that's the thing. Benator, almost. It is important to note, though, the snowball position is a little more than just the naked expansion, because, I mean, one grunt walks through, this whole thing dies, right? If the destroyers
Exactly.
aren't there.
Yes.
So the snowball position, you don't just need to be holding the mexes, you gotta have your armies there, and that's what Benator's lacking right now.
Exactly, yes, severely. And he's actually just giving away like a almost 6k reclaim field to his opponent, who luckily for him is just reviving. But I mean, Thug's a decent meat shield, so it's not the worst
Yeah.
thing in the world.
But the thing is, if he was reclaiming, he would just uh, Sammy would completely equalize the game right now because he's behind by
Yeah.
about 4,000 metal.
Yeah, 6K in radar bots could go kind of hard right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like just what you said. He's going to come through this side, and the radar bots will give the vision to the Sheldons that they need to just hit everything. You're watching paint dry?
Paint dry. Mater League. Dude, yeah, this is kind of driving me crazy. One of these players needs to push and win.
Yeah, they could. It's been a pendulum that doesn't swing the whole direction. It's just
It stops, it like stops just shy of its destination
Just shy.
every time.
Well, seeing as we've got a minute and we're going to need something to talk about to keep people from just in mass bailing on us at the moment, what points have we seen in this game specifically where we thought the other person was going to win? I'll start with, I think the first point was the bombing run from Sammy.
Yeah. The bombing run was good. Sorry, I was just telling them that we should probably just call it a dry.
It looks like a draw to me as well.
Yeah. But yeah, the first bombing run definitely had the potential to end the game. It's just Sammy decided to go for a T2 transition off of that instead of just
Very
going for
ill-advised.
more T1 and pushing to win. And so that kind of costed him that. Oh wait, it looks like if he can win here, he might be able to get
comp
Banator's
snipe.
commander down.
He can actually just go all in here and kill him because he's going to
Yeah.
E-stall because he's building
Yeah, yeah,
units. Oh, he's building
And
a mammoth.
he's walking while trying to cloak.
Yeah, the one time he's decided to build a different unit, and that's GG.
That's
Oh,
GG,
thank
finally! Oh my god! We're done!
Woo!
They did it! We made it!
GG.
Battle ended.
Oh, woo. Thank you everybody for sticking with us. I hope you all learned a thing or two that game. I certainly learned a thing or two. Oh, Lord have mercy on my
Okay.
soul.
Yeah. Bar edge. Someone's. Yeah, we both saw that. We can't say it
Yeah.
on stream, but that's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh man, what's up, Volshock? Nice to have you in here as well. I
Yeah,
guess
very
I'll read
nice.
through some chat while you figure out what's going on in the future here.
Yeah, let's.
Commando could win it. Oh, mammoth push time. Oh, ZLO, he must have seen your comment and he started building a mammoth, which actually ended up killing him. That's funny. They might want to keep fighting. Oh, they did want to keep fighting, but they did win.
Yeah.
And I'm just
No,
going to watch
well,
chat because we're just coming up on the comm snipe now, so I want to see if chat says anything when he dies here.
Oh my gosh, we have Raxel versus Low.
Let's go, baby. That's us, I think. Cloak under 20 radar bots. Nice try. Okay, so Rexel versus Low.
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
watch Raxel versus Low. Let's go to the map pool here so we can follow their bans and picks. Did Zlo change his username? He must have in game. Oh, maybe I don't have him on my friends list then. Why? He said that. That's funny. Cool. I'll follow him there. Oh my gosh, Zlo is gonna just ban Eclipsed right away. I wonder why. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that. I guess the reason why it seems like a weird ban to me is we just haven't seen it at all. So like to ban a map that I feel like isn't really a risk of people picking it. Now, I was thinking. Okay, so Raxel after Zlo banned Eclipse, Raxel bans Paradise. Zlo then bans Crystallized, and Raxel bans Shallow Strait. So, what I was gonna say is, what maps should we should start talking about the April map pool because I think for Fight Nights we're gonna start doing monthly map pools. What do you think of that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason to leave the maps in, so yeah, so we'll see what maps are gonna end up getting taken off. I th- Hooks is a good one to add. I kind of want to add Greenest Fields. There's no metal extractors on it. The first Zlow's first pick is gonna be Silent Sea. Oh, really? You might have trouble with that. I love it. He's scared of the water. See, I'm hydrophobic, but unfortunately for you, the organizer likes to face his fears a little bit. uh, yeah, yeah, for real. Yeah, Shallow Strait is the map that it's not for the players, it's for the viewers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Casterman, the person you're talking. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
it's
you're on the map
because
pool thing.
yeah, when I go to sorry about that. When I go to the map pool, it turns you off.
That's fine. I mean, all I was doing was complaining about Silent Sea and saying I was going to overthrow you. So it was probably better that I wasn't.
Yeah, let me just. I need to fix this though. Let's add an audio source. Audio output capture. No, because it's nice to have some control over the. Yeah, yeah.
The I switch between using desktop capture and doing all individual because when I do individual, I start getting audio tearing, which
Yeah.
sucks. I think it's my internet. I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly, but
So,
yeah.
oh my gosh. So we see Raxel kind of going for a different start than Zlo, who's going to be starting as Cortex.
Oh, let's go,
we
Rexel. He's got
finally
the
have
Fight Night hat.
Legion. Oh
The
yeah.
Fight Night hat and Legion. Let's go.
This is from Fight Night Season 1, our first ever Legion games. The model has not been updated to exactly work with the Legion. It looks good on the Legion
It
commander.
looks
though.
good.
Yeah,
I like it.
I
I
love
like
it.
how sleek the Legion is, It's
Yeah.
very sleek.
But it's
I wish I played Fight Night Season 1. I was too afraid to go 1v1 against these guys, but I really
Yeah.
want one of those hats.
well, in Season 1 you had to win to get the hat too, so they're rare.
Yeah.
But
But you got them like weekly, was it?
yeah,
The
we
monthly?
gave them out a lot.
Mm.
Actually, I think I owe Zlo a hat still, but
Nah, you can earn it this year.
yeah. But I was gonna say, if you want a hat, the next our 3v3 Legion tournament, we're incentivizing participation by giving everyone hats. So
Oh, of course. So it's the one tournament I can't play
Oh,
because I can't cast it or anything or help with it because I'm gonna be away.
well,
Yeah, but that's fine. I'll just forever not
well,
have a hat.
we'll figure something out.
I'll get a special caster's hat in 3 years or something when
Yeah.
when it gets huge.
Zlo is gonna go for a single construction bot and then reclaim his lab. Meanwhile, Raxel is doing the same, except he's going for he's gonna go for vehicles here, and he's going for a
He's going
counter.
amphibious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So what's low going? Ships?
He must be looking to transition to ships soon.
Ships OP. It looks like I can see his cursor, and yeah, he's going
Yeah,
ships.
he's gone ships. So
Oh god, you're gonna have to talk about the ships. I'll talk about the Rexel's expanding over to all the mixes with his comm. He's getting a nice radar up. That's gonna be beautiful.
Raxel's gonna be under a lot of pressure right now because he's playing Legion. He needs to get all of the metal extractors he can as fast as he can, right? Because those metal extractors, first of all, 1.7 is already kind of low, but so you're taking in 0.8 of that, right? So, meanwhile, Zlo's going for Frigs. He's gonna go for Riptides right away.
Oh, those are scary. They've got a little bit of range on them. Not as much range as a destroyer, so they won't be able to reach these mixes, right? Well, I think they can just, right?
Yeah, I think you can deny these mexes. I think because of the elevation, they can't really deny these mexes.
Yeah, or these ones.
Yeah,
here,
I think
guess.
the range is going to be hard to reach there, but it is going to be a bit of a conundrum for Raxel.
Yeah. This is where Rexel just goes air and bombs low space, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do here?
Well, that's why I don't like this map. Because I can see he's going for amphibious tanks, which if it gets spotted, won't be able to do much. If it doesn't get spotted, I might be able to do a bit of damage, but it's a dodgy one. So you were saying about the metal extractors in Legion, they extract less metal, but do they give
They give you energy. They give you, yes.
Oh.
Dude, Legion has a few really important qualities.
Mm-hmm.
The 0.5 T0.5 mexes, which means they give you, like you're saying, 0.8 metal, but they give you some energy. You can't stall them. They cannot be energy stalled.
True, because they give energy as well. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
But less metal overall, so you want to greedy expand.
Yeah.
I do like these walls in front of the metal extractor is quite cool.
Yeah, although
driving them off.
The frigate's actually dealing damage to the walls at a very fast rate.
Yeah, I didn't realize frigates shot that fast. It seems super quick.
Oh, the Cetus, I don't know how to say it. The new amphibious Legion tank. First of all, what a beautiful model. It's really cool. But it is just going to shoot down everything. It looks like it is tuned to kill metal extractors in 2 shots. So, doing really well there. Let's hope it
like
can...
this little pop-up thing as well. This is a beautiful unit.
It misses the one another extra metal extractor it could have gotten.
Damn. That's yeah. I think all the Legion units look so stunning. I really like all their designs.
You know what Volshock pointed out that they have that really just makes them, I think the thing that just makes them look so much better than the rest of the units in the game is they have these like bespoke animations that we just saw where like the turret like perfectly folds into the unit and then it like has a really cool way that it like opens up, and all of the units have like some level of that, and I hope it inspires some redesigns for
Yeah. Existing units.
yeah, I just think it'll look really cool. I mean, just look, the way it like pops up, and man, this is actually a really nice play out of Raxel with that amphibious, but I think he's still gonna maybe have a little bit of trouble here dealing with the C transition. So the issue is he's gonna get Cortex. He's gonna have access to Cortex boats because of it being C. They don't have C units. So the thing is, he's gonna get Cortex boats, but he's gonna be operating on a lot less metal. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of affects things. But that being said, I think he's doing fairly well to have his. He has forced a land transition from Zlo. Zlo has had to go back actually into a land lab, and
to try and defend these amphibious units.
Yeah,
it's actually putting him pretty far behind. I think I'm really surprised. I thought the ships would have been better, but of course he didn't have any hearings out early, so he missed the entire amphibious slow crawl across the map.
Yeah, like it makes you wonder. If he had made just a few more, usually you see players make a few land units if they start with a bot lab, because you just need to make sure that you're defending.
Yeah.
It looks like the Cletus, or Cletus, I don't know how to say it, so I'm going to call it the Cletus. I'm sorry, that's all I can see when I see that name.
There's no L in it. What is it, a hillbilly?
Yeah. I can't unsee that.
Is it a soft C? Is it a Sheetus? Shitus?
Well, let's see. It is either a Latin or Greek name, so maybe it's Catus.
Cetus. It'll be like Cetus or something. Yeah.
Cetus, yeah. Anyways, they did a bit of damage. Yeah.
Yeah. It beats a thug apparently. Kind of.
So Raxel actually has the economy lead right now.
He's got the advantage all over. The only thing Zlo's got the advantage of is he technically controls the seas, but he doesn't even control his own island, really.
Yeah, he's
just getting control back now.
The Sadis is actually does fairly well against the thugs.
Yeah.
And
it's nice.
They shoot down metal extractors in 2 shots. Did you know that brutes and stouts, I believe, if not one or if not both, then one or the other. Their DPS, they have the exact same DPS because it's perfectly tuned to take down a metal extractor in 2 shots.
Oh, like exactly. Oh.
Yeah.
Direct hits, I'm assuming, but yeah, nice.
Yeah. So.
Zlo's doing a comp walk. He's got no energy for D guns. And Raxel's reclaiming the lab, so the lab's gonna go down just as the comm gets here.
What's he gonna D-gun? Is it gonna?
The lab's gone.
Oh no, Zlo, what are you doing?
The ship's come up. Zlo's gonna maybe drop a bot lab on here or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's building a wind turbine. I think that's supposed to be a radar.
It's gotta be a radar. Although no, actually that is meant to be a wind turbine because he's stalling on energy.
Oh, he's stalling on energy.
Proxy win. Oh no, he can just win here. If he finds Raxel's commander is damaged.
Yeah, but Raxel's got a couple of units. Oh, actually, he's taking damage from some boats as well, so that's really got every little bit helps. He's going to build LLTs. I don't know, because he's going to walk into LLTs. So
now Zlo's behind in health. Zlo's got to be dead. Zlo's got to be dead.
Well, if he gets caught.
Oh,
if he boxes himself into the corner here, but he's not. He's going to go for the water.
If he walks here, now he brings the ships around. He might be able to trap Raxel's commander here.
I think Raxel will see it coming and not be baited by it. He's just going to drive Zlo off and then go back to doing what he was doing. Because now Raxel owns the ocean. I think Raxel just wins. Zlo is stuck. He's up a creek without a pedal.
Raxel put in an amphibious con on Zlo's island. He's gonna lose it. I mean, unless the Cetus makes it in time.
Oh
I
my
think
god,
the Cetus is gonna...
Oh, but the comms are fighting! But the comms are fighting!
No.
I think Zlo just dies.
Zlo dies, yeah. Zlo's decided to just YOLO it.
Yeah.
Zlo
MSGG,
knows
Raxel takes the win.
Oh no.
Oh man, what a game. Oh, that was absolute hot garbage.
Oh. Yeah.
Battle.
Oh god, this is do I do something special for raiding? Oh, you must be talking about Twitch. Slash raid name.
Serta is gonna be the
Oh.
next map.
Yeah, so I was just replying to a message.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
They had me chuckling.
I remember
God,
to switch
Serta
the
Gata,
scene, right? Yeah.
Sertagata or Sertagata, however the heck you pronounce it, I like it. It's a good map. It's a map that looks like a solar map, but it's a wind map. I don't know why it looks like a solar map to me. Maybe because it's like a desert. It's got like that wind kind of feel.
Oh,
But
Cetus.
Cetus?
Oh, Cetus, because like cetaceans. Cetus.
Cetus.
Like cetacean.
Greeks rejoice, the only people who can pronounce Legion units. Yeah, I heard if you read all of the Legion bot names in a row, you actually summon a demon.
Oh, Cletus. Verunda, hello. Welcome to the chat. Talking about some Cars lore. We have Volshock in our chat. We have OP Man in our chat. Me, Saber, hello. Abyss Watcher, hello. No More Tears. Shadow. Everyone, thank you all for tuning in. All of our 137 viewers. We love each and every one of you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm Neb. This is VDB. We're just casting. We're casting Mater's League.
The game's started, by the way. What's the random Armada unit behind your image there?
That is the, I guess, in history, we have all heard about how the King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon actually had an Armada commander on his shoulder at all times.
On his shoulder.
Yeah.
Whispering in his ear. I like it.
Zlo going for a 1-mech start. Did he mean to do this? As Cortex, I wonder, you know what he's thinking? He's probably thinking right now that, I mean, Raxel loves Legion, so he's probably thinking if Raxel goes Legion, he can maybe afford that. But Raxel's instead gone for three mexes. Oh, I guess they're also...
complete opposite.
There is a ton of metal reclaim on this map, actually.
Mm-hmm. True.
That we can see Zlo's going for.
Normally, so the way what am I trying to say here? Know it? The way I see it? Oh, so I'll just go straight into what I'm trying to say here. Single mix openers are normally a lot more aggressive, correct? Like you're normally pumping out a lot more units. So I'm assuming he's doing this so he has a lot of protection for this reclaim bot.
Yeah,
and he can also scout at the same time.
Yeah, it just gets your lab up faster. I guess technically you don't have to be more... Like, you can be more aggressive in the sense that you're going to aggressively try to grab reclaim, but Raxel has these wheelies out that he's going to do some scouting of the reclaim fields, but actually he misses Lowe's res bot in the middle.
Yep, straight around him. What an absolutely hilarious looking unit, too. It's like a unicycle.
Yeah, it's maybe one of Legion vehicles are kind of cool. I don't play with them enough to really appreciate them, but the Alaris has like a fast like Jeep type Humvee looking unit. and then the wheelie is just like this like mono wheel.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Do they have
Absolute
it?
joke of a unit. If you saw this thing on the battlefield compared to like grunts and stuff, you would just laugh. Like, it looks like
Yeah.
you just get stepped on.
They do like no damage, but the Alaris out is actually gonna be able to burst down. Alaris have like high burst damage, similar to the Centaur, but not as high health of their own, and not quite as high DPS. Look at those wheels turning around. Wait,
Mirror just said, based on the voices alone, I can only conclude that all barcasters are top models. That's true. Even though Slick Like Vic is bald, he actually is a top model. I mean, he looks
Top
like Vin
model.
Diesel.
I almost revealed. I almost had my webcam on today, but then I was like, I need to
Ooh.
save my face reveal for the
For a big
faction
donation.
wars. Yeah, big donation.
$2,000 donation for a Neb face reveal. Guys.
I'll put
This will
my
start pulling together.
put my face. No, I'm kidding. We can't. We also can't obviously ask for donations on the main channel, but
Yeah. That was just a joke for anybody.
it was a joke.
Yeah.
Don't donate $2,000.
Don't give him $2,000 for his face. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should do it. Anyways.
So you're gonna do a face reveal for the Legion thing, are you?
Yeah, I guess I'll have my face up for the
Ooh.
faction wars.
Let's go, baby. I'm never gonna reveal my face. I'm gonna say that right now. No amount of cajoling's gonna let you see this ugly
Yeah,
mug.
You're just too handsome. People couldn't
You'll find out
handle
that I'm
it.
actually a. You'll find out I'm actually a bat. I think was one thing someone said.
Why can I picture that so well?
I'm not actually a kiwi bird. I'm just a straight up bat.
Bat. Like freaking like BoJack Horseman. I don't know. That just brings that to mind.
Bat.
Oh no.
BoJack Batman.
Honestly, with the reclaim, it seems like Legion vehicles are kind of struggling a little bit against grunts. The Alaris have just that like slow burst damage.
Yeah, they do go 102 speed, which is quite zoom zoom.
It looks like Zlow's approach to dealing with Legion right now is just out spamming them.
Mm-hmm. It's like the classic case of spam grunt and win that I've heard of whispered in the back alleys of Bar.
I've never heard of that. I've actually
You've
never
never heard of
seen
that
it.
one?
Until today, I've never actually seen a grunt in a 1v1, so.
Yeah, we must be hanging out in different dark alleys of Beyond All Reason.
Oh no.
So there is a decent amount of pressure here on Raxel's base, and it looks like Raxel is floundering.
Yeah, he says whoops. That's the universal I cannot win this game
Yeah,
indicator.
I could have beat you if I did that thing differently.
Yeah, whoops is what you say. You say, I could have won. I just wasn't trying. You know, it was my own mistake that I'm losing here. So
Yeah, you
don't
didn't
be
win,
too
I
happy.
lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where I quite like it, but once again, I can't play it. The wind is so volatile on this map. It's a 5.5 wind risk, but I don't know. I can't balance the metal extractors are
You know
all quite
what?
far apart.
Yeah, I think you need to learn some more storage gaming.
Yeah.
Storage gaming.
E-storage. I think I just need to learn how to play the game, to be honest. I'm still
Don't
in that,
we all? Don't we all?
Yeah. I'm really good if you've never played before, so I mean there's that.
No, I mean you're good at the game. You are in the top 100 1v1
I am the top
players.
100.
There
Yeah.
might only be 90 1v1 players, but you are in the top 100, right?
I'm the top 100. Let's go, baby.
I wonder how many
Get that flex
actual
going.
active 1v1 players are. I want to say there's got to be like 300 at least.
Yep, I'd say 200 at least.
200 seems
maybe.
pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
Conservative.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can look it up. But I mean like consistent 1v1 players instead of like they've played 1v1 every now and again.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like accurately judge, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah.
kudos to Raxel for trying to stay in here. He's just kind of struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Slow thought
think
about
he's-
trying to reclaim the construction vehicle of Raxel's, but
Decided against that in the end.
Yeah.
I think the Alaris is quite cheap, so spamming them could be a good thing. But the thing is, you want to keep him alive. So I think Rexel's just taken some unfavorable engagements and things like this, where you can use bots up these hills, makes this not a vehicle map.
Yeah, I think really what makes it not a vehicle map is that there's something like either 1,000 or 2,000 metal and reclaim.
Yeah,
And
you could always reclaim with a vehicle constructor, but obviously it's a bit slower.
Yeah, not only is it slower, but slower in terms of like moving to the actual reclaim, but also it's slower in the sense that resbots get 200 build power, and reclaiming is a function of build power. So just something to keep in mind.
Didn't actually know that. Oh my god, the Legion construction vehicles have 85 build power.
Yes, but I believe they're cheaper. I think it's
they? Okay.
Yeah. So I want to say they get less build power. No, they get slightly more build power than a construction bot, but
yeah.
I'm not. I can't.
Slightly more cost. It's 5 metal extra. I'm looking at it now compared to Cortex.
Yeah.
But they are also 350 energy more. So you're gonna want 2 construction vehicles to expand and stuff. Realistically,
here's the thing with Legion: you can like pretty much get away with having double the number of expanding cons with like the same amount of energy. And the reason why is because when your cons are expanding metal, you're also expanding your energy economy with it. And you literally can't enter like. You don't want to overexpand when you're playing Armada or Cortex, but you can't really overexpand your metal extractors with Legion because you can't stall them. And
that's true.
Each con is costing about. When they're spending their full resources, they're able to spend about 12 energy per second building a metal extractor. So what that means is that after a con will pay for building it'll pay for itself building metal extractors when you build just 2 metal extractors with it. If that makes sense. I feel like that was a really convoluted way of explaining it.
That was super convoluted,
but
it works.
My point is a con costs energy to build metal extractors, right? But with Legion, when you build that metal extractor, you get energy.
Yeah, and the longer it stays alive, the more value you get.
Each metal extractor produces 7 energy. A con spends about 12 energy when it builds a metal extractor. So if you build 2 metal extractors with a con, basically the rest of your metal extractors are free because those 2 metal extractors are going to pay for that con to build more mexes.
Yeah, it's good. I was just thinking to myself, maybe Legion is going to be really good on maps like Comet Catcher and stuff, like solar maps. How's the Legion solar cost? I don't know.
Let's talk about the Legion update, Season 2 update that's coming, where they're going to get T0. Their solars are going to be more like T0.5. So instead of, they're going to produce a little less energy, but they're going to cost like significantly less metal. Isn't that kind of cool? I think that's pretty good. I don't know.
That's going to be cool. It's going to make Legion really viable on solar, because Legion seems quite viable on solar. Of course, it's 155 metal for a solar. But with the metal extractors mixed in with that, you're laughing, because you won't have to waste all your metal building solars.
Yeah, so...
Oh, I like that. I like that. That'll be cool. I really can't wait for the day where Legion's fully finished and we start seeing all 3 races being balanced equally around each other, and then you're going to have this like really good, because like I'm a player who plays Armada non-stop in 1v1s, which is objectively not the thing to do, but there's quite a few of us for now there's quite a few of us that do it, and it's really cool having these like players that specialize in specific factions, and then when Legion comes in, it's going to be a whole nother dynamic. It's going to be great. I can't wait for it.
And Zlo has pretty much won here, so I guess while we're just waiting for him to just clean up Raxels, we can go through all of the changes. I'm just going to anchor my camera to your camera so that while I read these off, you can zoom around. So this is a work in progress, so keep in mind this might change, but here are the changes that we're looking at so far for Legion. Goblins will be getting a slight energy cost buff in the form of an energy cost reduction going from 500 to 490. So small, but not insignificant.
Game's over, by the way.
Yes. So small, but not insignificant. The next, but they do get a range nerf, and I believe they get a 20 range nerf, so they go from 280 range to 260, and I believe that is to make them more in line with grunts, who are also getting a range nerf. The solar change we were talking about, solar is going to be reduced from 155 metal to 120 metal. It's going to be, the energy production is going to go from 20 to 15. Health is going to go from 340 to 250, but the build time is going to go from 2,800 to 2,200. So basically the thinking behind this is just to make energy scaling a little bit easier. So the solars are, you're getting the same amount of energy per metal, it's just you can build them a little faster, build them a little cheaper. The Legion T2 radar will be getting a change so that it will be the same as the Armada and Cortex one. The T1 jammer is getting a radius reduction from 400 to 350. The Triton, which is one of the heavy later game tanks, is going to cost 12,000 energy instead of 14,000 energy, and is getting a metal reduction from 700 to 650 metal. The Medusa gets an increased max weapon angle, so can fire now in 360 degrees instead of 270. And the Cletus turn rate was boosted to match the Garpike and Pincer, and the sight distance was buffed significantly. The Wheelie also gets a health buff from 50 to 60. So those are the changes that we'll be looking at.
It all sounds very good.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
So round 3 is over, which means we're gonna be. Oh no, we're waiting on Telenderin versus Bastion Enjoyer.
Okay. How far through is their game? Should I have a gander?
Let's see.
Yo. Whoops. That's not how you spell his name. Oh, 6 minutes in. 9 minutes in, sorry. So we should be looking at a transition into vehicles or T2 or air at this point. We'll join in and we'll see.
Yeah.
Because it could be going for a little bit yet. I gotta say, I am loving Fight Night, dude. It's so fun.
Thank you.
Just seeing all the different skill levels of people and how everybody plays the map differently depending on their skill level. So these guys are actually lower OS objectively than the guys we were watching earlier.
Yeah. I've been enjoying all the participation. I appreciate everyone's support. We've been growing, and it's really awesome to have such strong participation every week is really amazing.
Yeah, it's been consistent as well. It's been like a lot of people really want that end of year hat, don't they?
Yeah. We have. So the Centaurs, okay, so we're looking at Legion versus Cortex right now.
Yep. Oh, my OBS is open. Whoops.
Let's switch back to the game scene. Legion versus Cortex. Talenderin has kind of started to close off Bastion Enjoyer.
Did he DC or did he just bail?
Battle pulse.
Oh, did he bail or DC? Wait, let's see.
I don't know. It just said.
Oh no, it looks like he's back. So I think he DC'd.
Yeah. Lucky I called the pause there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Both players are lagging though. I can see it. Doesn't tell me what their ping is, but both players are not.
Oh yeah.
2 and 99.
2 is a pretty
2
low
is good,
ping.
right?
No, 2 is not their ping, but their connection is 2%.
Oh, is that
believe
what
is-
that is?
I don't think it's the ping because higher number is better, so it must just be like
Oh.
the
Connection level.
yeah exactly.
Because I thought you could always scroll over that and it would show you the ping, but it doesn't do it for me anymore. It used to tell me. Now it doesn't tell me at all, which is annoying.
Yeah. I wonder if they took that out.
Maybe. Because I used to check it all the time so I could see, like, if someone was lagging, you could
Battle
pause the game.
started.
But now it doesn't tell you, so. Or maybe I've changed a setting. Because I did change some settings. No, your CPU/ping number. Weird.
Huh.
Okay. So we got
Well,
Cortex versus Legion, and it's bots on bots. The Legion player is expanding like crazy, which is cool. He's got AFK bot here, which kind of sucks, but he does have another bot slowly walking over to block off this cauldron. I think he's in a great position here. He doesn't have much army, but if he doesn't lose his army like he's about to do, it could be very good for him. He's also got a reclaim bot at the front here, reclaiming trees.
trees,
what?
man. Well, the thing, he shouldn't be reclaiming anything right now because he's close to overflowing.
Yeah, he's going to gobble up half of this metal at least. Alright. And I do like the way he's scaling build power. He knows he's overflowing. He's got mad expansion going. He's scaling his build power. He's working on some energy. He's doing all the right things, albeit not super efficiently, but he's at least doing them. That Ford Vehicle Lab is insane.
It'll come up. Oh, I mean, he's defending it. It'll come up in what, like,
4 minutes?
4 minutes. It's a fast vehicle lab.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
the single Centurion. There's a one-shot wind turbine.
It one-shots wins, dude. It literally just deletes like any T1 economy structure.
That's so good. I want to start playing Legion, dude.
It doesn't even leave Rex. Legion's really
Yeah.
fun. Like, what I've been saying is you need to, like, if you would have 2 cons expanding on this map, you would have 4 cons expanding as Legion. And
Yeah.
it's so fun in that way. I just really like it. And the units are all really unique.
I'd love to see someone like C3PO playing
Yeah.
Legion on a map like this, because he already double con expands. He goes greedy. Sometimes he'll triple con expand. So I'd love to
Yeah.
see him with like 6 cons expanding as Legion.
You can
or
literally
something.
do, like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy, honestly.
It would be quite cool to watch. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait till it's all balanced and worked out and
Yeah.
finessed, and then we can see some crazy stuff coming on. Especially with these models, man. I can't get over how beautiful all the models are for Legion.
Wait, someone, Nevin said 11 and 17 OS in Masters League. I want to remind people that this is Mater's League. Not to be confused with Masters League.
Matesters League.
Mater's League. And the
Okay, so I
centers
see the siege.
can also
Go on.
overshoot their range, it looks like.
Yeah, I was about to say, I do quite like that they don't land every single shot if they're max range. And they do
Yeah.
have a short range, so they are quite balanced. It's just, I think these Centaurs aren't a frontline unit. I think they are purely raiding, because
They
their
are,
raiding
yeah.
power is so crazy.
Yeah.
I think if you can get a... Is there something tanky? Because I don't know at all. I mean, tanks, he's
The
building
Centaurs
tanks.
are actually tanky. They have 750 health each.
Whoa, that's...
But you
Very
could make
tanky.
well, he is making literally
Decurions?
tanks now.
Huh?
Decurions are good. They're a little slow and hard to use.
Yeah.
But the Karkinos got a buff recently, so I wonder if those are good. That's the Legion
God.
bot.
Centurions are so good because you can get the surround. Oh, but I take it
The
back. They are a
Centaurs, yeah.
frontline unit.
Yeah, when they're in mass, they kind of are crazy. And
Yeah, you just
they're a
gotta
little
be careful about bunching them up for the AOE.
yeah.
But man,
But I mean,
like it.
you can see once they run by the LT is not going to be enough to stop them in time, but and once they leak, if you get a Centaur leak, it's really hard to fix. 'Cause
Yeah, and they're fast, man.
Every
Oof.
time they fire, they get value.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, go for the converters. Come
Oh,
on.
this. Yeah.
Come on. Oh, he
Great,
gets the
huge.
almost gets the chain reaction.
Yeah, there's space just nicely enough to not have that chain. A little bit of micro mismanagement on it, but he got mega value out of that. I like that. That was
Yeah.
great to see. That was great to see. I'm coming around to Legion. That's crazy, dude. I'm liking it.
Hey, there's a
liking it.
reason why I'm pushing for it more in Fight Night. I just wish
Yeah,
once I'm gonna tell everyone this, once Legion gets some semblance of its own C, Fight Night soon will be Legion on by default. In like
Heck yeah,
a
let's
few
do
months
it.
down. I mean,
Yeah,
again, once
that's
Legion
great.
gets C, I'm just gonna say like it's not bar if Legion isn't on. So
Well, yeah, you gotta have all three factions, right?
Yeah,
We're just waiting
yeah.
for them to be finished up, and you're good to go.
and Legion is like bar has taken a lot of inspiration from other games, but Legion is entirely our own. So I want to give it its due.
It's due.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
it's
Helios
great. I can't. Yeah,
tanks are good.
Helios tanks. These bad boys.
Yeah.
What are they? Because it says skirmisher tank. They're like a blitz or.
Yeah, I would compare them to incisors. I don't know
Oh, so
exactly how
they're not
stuff-
trash then.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
Blitz
mean.
are-
Yeah, they aren't trash like
Yeah.
Blitz. I think they're longer
Oh.
range than incisors even, but maybe lower health.
Their damage ain't amazing, but it's not terrible either.
Yeah, I
Either.
mean they do have the reduction at range, but it looks like when they get close they
Comp
do a lot. Oh no,
No, not
way!
quite. Oh,
No way!
maybe?
It might. He's not
Maybe?
able. He's not degunning. No way!
Oh, he's gonna get him.
Oh my gosh!
GG.
One degun
Let's
there.
go, baby.
That's all he
Woo!
needed. He could have just degunned once.
Ended.
But that was
Let's
a good game.
get it, baby. Heck
Let's
yeah.
see what the
Legion,
score is.
well-deserved win.
All right, I think we need to take another second to shill our events.
That's fine.
We have some upcoming events I want to show off.
No more
March.
bots, and then we got the Alpha Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, the Alpha Cup's coming up. Let's
Yeah,
go.
the Alpha Cup is 1v1 tournament. So March 20th, 3rd, and March 30th, our casual No More Bots tournaments. So to be clear, that is starting tomorrow. It's not too late to sign up. That'll be a tournament. The name pretty self-explanatory. No Bots tournament, hosted by Rakudo, who I hope is here. Then in April, like VDB was telling you guys, we have the Alpha Cup 1v1 tournament. First tournament of Season 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I will be there the second day to cast. I won't be there the first day because,
Life.
yeah, life.
Yep.
But after that, May 17th, we have the Faction Wars qualifier. Everyone is welcome to sign up for that as well. It is a 3v3 tournament with Legion enabled. It wouldn't be Faction Wars if we didn't have all three factions.
Factions.
You can sign up for that. Everyone who plays in that will be getting a very special hat. And
I
we
might
have
just sign up to play one game.
Yeah.
While I'm away.
so we have cash prizes for the Faction Wars and Alpha Cup. Alpha Cup is funded by Barcast and myself. Faction Wars, we are getting funding from some supporters who I just want to thank. The supporters for, I guess, actually now it will be for all tournaments going forward. We have Robot Robert 2003, S Leopard, Heavy Water, Mirrored, and the entire DME clan. Thank you guys for supporting these tournaments, helping us push out prizes. Merch prizes also can be finally provided by the game itself. So all the money from like Twitch, for example, that we make here is going to go towards merch prizes. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm just excited for all these upcoming events. Another thing to
And
talk
a huge
about.
shout out to the people who watch as well. You guys,
Yes.
thanks for watching all the time, guys.
Yes.
Watching helps as well.
We have 130 viewers about We love each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out. To everyone who's been active in the chat, thank you very much. You're all so appreciated. I have a huge smile on my face as I'm talking about this because it's just amazing that honestly we get to do this on the main channel, and I appreciate everyone very deeply. So thank you, and thank you VDB for joining
That's
me.
all right, mate. I'm always happy to join and help out where I can.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's check our standings real quick.
Fuck.
Huh. Okay, I guess this might be a quick round. I'm not in the pairings are kind of going interesting here. Raxel low lead, but it looks like Barkcast. Okay. I guess this actually is going to be the last round just because of how it's going to work out. So, I believe. Oh no, what happened? Hold on. Just refreshing. Oh no! Is
What?
this challenge just making us conclude the tournament because it can't pair people up anymore? For some reason,
don't know, I
round 3
can't-
isn't loading.
Do you want to link me the challenge? Looks like Raxel and Bastion are loading up a lobby as we speak. Can you link me
Yeah.
the challenge? Maybe
Oh,
it's
there we
just not
go.
working
It's
for you.
back up. Okay, it's back up. So
Oh, okay.
I believe Barcast has actually forfeit. So I'm gonna put 2 for Benator. He gets some free points. Pretty nice. Unless he comes back. So which game should we follow here? Our two
Who we
leaders.
got? I can't see the thing.
Oh, it's probably on a delay here. Let me just send you that.
It is, yeah. Just read me out some games and I'll tell you who we're
All
watching.
right, so we can watch Raxel versus Bastion Enjoyer,
Mhm.
Zlo versus Telenderin, or Sammy versus Winged Hussar.
Oh, who's Winged Hussar? I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, let's see what they're up to.
Because I think Raxel vs Bastion will be pretty one-sided. So will the ZLO, but I don't
Yeah,
know the
kind
two
of
other people.
interesting pairings today. Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like we have been pulled into a game of Zlo versus Telenderin, but yeah, that looks somewhat one-sided. This is just kind of what sometimes can happen with Swiss.
Yeah, I think because people have been dropping out as well, so it's giving
Yeah.
people wins and stuff.
Hey, it is what it is, though.
It is what it is, and there's no other way really to do it unless we do like our own thing. But that's a lot of organizing. Like without challenge,
Yeah.
just do it. Yeah, that's a lot to.
Eventually, it'll be integrated into the client. Okay,
Oh
so
yes.
I guess since we're just in the Zlo game, let's just watch this game.
All right, I'll come along.
Can't find Sammy's game, so.
That's all gravy, baby. Let's get on in. See what we can see.
Zlo saying, I wanted to play Legion, but he can't because he doesn't have Legion hotkeys yet.
Haha, nice. Yeah, I need to go and change all my hotkeys again.
This is actually going to be our first Armada versus Legion game that we get to see in this tournament.
Ooh.
Legion bots, in my opinion, struggle a lot against Armada because if you just look at Legion's bot lab, let's just look at it. So, lobbers are low accuracy, ballistas are low accuracy, centaurs, as we saw, are short range and low accuracy. Because goblins are low accuracy, and so pretty much every unit out of, I guess technically Karkinos are higher accuracy, but they're so slow. All this to say, Armada's really fast, and so Legion, first of all, they have slow units in their bot lab. All of their units are slow except for the Centaur, so they can't really catch up to Armada. When they do catch up to Armada, Armada has speed, which makes it hard for Legion to really deal with them. So, I think
the DPS as well, so they can get close and
yeah.
DPS. I just noticed goblins are 25 metal, but they do only have 26 DPS, which is crazy.
Yeah, goblins are kind of they're T0.5, right? So
They're like a tick, but worse.
yeah, it's hard to even say they're worse than a tick because they get more range than a tick, they get more health than a tick, but they're slower. So
Yeah, what's the DPS of a tick? There should be a tick out, right?
so
Yeah, there you go.
goblins have
Ticks
26.
have more DPS, 20 to 40.
Yeah, but
Oh my god!
like
And they're half the price.
ticks have shorter range, but good luck hitting a tick with
Yeah.
a goblin because goblins just can't can't catch up with them, and they
Oh my
At
god, they
that-
miss a lot.
yeah, they're so inaccurate. That's the
Oh,
exact
wow.
problem that I'm talking about. Is Legion has a lot of projectile weapons, which means inherently they're inaccurate against faster units.
Yeah. Armada has a lot of projectile weapons too, but at least they've got the tick.
Yeah,
For
and
now.
I want to say their
Um,
projectiles are in general a little more accurate than
Well, they're very closer ranged and faster
Yeah.
firing, I think, as well, right?
and
So-
and the spread on the Gatling is actually like fairly large. If you
Yep.
look at the spread pattern of like a pawn,
yeah, have you noticed they've kind of added it?
yeah, pawns, but
Yeah.
like pawns have like this spread pattern. If they're aiming here, they're gonna be like shooting. It's like your unit is over here. They shoot inwards, whereas Gatling has the opposite effect. So the spread of Gatling makes it kind of. This is obviously an exaggeration, but Gatling kind of spreads like so. If
Well,
you're aiming.
if you link my camera, can you see like when I'm clicking
Drawing.
on units?
No, I can't.
So can you see that? Oh, okay. So if
Oh,
you
wait,
click
yes,
on
I
a
can,
unit
yeah,
and
yeah.
do like so that yellow bar is the spread.
Wait, where?
Do you not see it? So if you click on a unit and go attack, I only noticed this like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, this is
If you sit-
new.
yeah.
Yeah, that's brand
yeah,
new.
yeah, yeah. So that yellow bar is the spread. So you can move it closer and further away from the unit to see the spread of the.
Projectile?
Does it work for goblins? Yeah, of the projectile. Yeah, yeah. Because look, goblins
That's so
actually don't have a
interesting.
crazy spread, but it is quite wide. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you can see goblins get a spread, whereas pawns actually don't have a spread. Pawns just have a direct line.
They have a direct line, but that little yellow bar moves if you move it closer
Yeah.
and further. That's their spread. Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
yeah.
I
yeah,
love
it's cool.
like
I only
when
noticed it a few weeks ago. I was wondering what it was, and
I've
like,
never
it's
even
so
noticed
handy.
that. Yeah.
It's very handy because now you can calculate your
yeah, calculate.
overshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really really good.
But we can see here those. I mean, goblins. Of course, there's the cost difference which we have to consider. But goblins are really struggling to deal with the pawns. Yeah.
Yeah, especially once the extra health comes out for pawns as well. It's going to be a little bit harder for the goblins again.
Dude, I think Legion is really gonna struggle to keep up with Armada with this change. So, because
Yeah.
not only are pawns getting a health buff, aren't they getting a tiny speed buff? Or am I totally making that up?
Oh, I hope so. I wish. I doubt it, but I wish.
I
think
they
the
are.
goblins
No,
should be slightly faster.
yeah, I think
Looking at this.
I agree with you. I think a lot of Legion has been overtuned, where I think
Yeah.
there's some fear about making units too OP, so they've kind of over nerfed them. But
Yeah, they'll come back
of
the
course,
other way.
yeah, yeah. It just again, I think everyone listening or everyone watching who, if you've ever been unhappy about a balance change in this game, just remember that we are still an alpha, and
Yeah.
you are technically supposed to be an alpha tester, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, God, I don't feel like it. The game feels so polished.
it's
Is
alpha
that, like-
plus, right? Alpha
yeah,
plus.
we like everybody complains about like little balance changes and stuff, and like the pawns versus grunts is kind of rough to deal with at the
Yeah.
moment, but they are fixing that stuff, and then even then we're being so nitpicky. Like it's very polished at the
Yeah.
moment already. I really enjoy it. So
But
I
I-
wouldn't be playing it this much if it was so imbalanced.
I just hope that it seems that what we're gonna start seeing is seasons that coincide with the actual seasons of the year, and what that
Ooh,
means.
oh, that's a lot of seasons.
Yeah, maybe it might just be on the equinox then 2 seasons a year. We'll see. But
Yeah.
either way, I would honestly hope for 4 seasons a year and have balance changes every season.
That's a lot of work for the dev team, though.
It is. That is true. Hey,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
it's not
work
like we're all
harder.
volunteers or anything, right? We can demand them to
Yeah,
work
yeah.
harder.
Yeah. It's not like we're not getting paid for any of this.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. That LLT just missed like crazy. Yeah, this looks like Talandoran is about to go down, or at least not go down, but he's getting chipped away at constantly here. And
Yeah.
it is only a matter of time. Going for the lab, though, not super how I'd advise that, but Slow's doing it. What do you think about the Legion Commander having one of every weapon?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Well, he's got AA, he's got
yeah.
underwater, he's got a laser, he's got one of everything.
well, don't they? I guess comms don't have AA. All comms
yeah,
don't have
and they
AA.
don't, they don't
should.
have submersed rockets either. What are they called again?
Underwater or torpedoes? Wait, the
Yeah.
Legion comm is a torpedo launcher?
He's got 4 weapons. He's got a close quarter heat ray, a torpedo launcher, a disintegrator, and an anti-air missile launcher. He's got like one of every weapon, yeah. If you click on him and hold space, it should tell you all the stats.
Oh, so instead of I see. So instead of an underwater heat ray, it gets a it gets a torpedo launcher. And then I think the reason why it gets AA is because other command, like your usual the Armada and Cortex commanders can shoot air with their lasers, but heat rays are not as good against air.
But his anti-air is really good, isn't it? Like it's. Let's have a look real quick.
I want to say
124 DPS.
It's gotta be. What's the DPS of the? Oh no, Zlo has apparently blocked his commander in.
Oh no.
I guess.
Yeah, it says the
technically
commander is 187, but it doesn't feel like it against air.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure. I think the commanders are actually very well balanced right now.
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying it was unbalanced. I was just saying, what do you think about it?
I
kind of like that he gets the torpedo.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I was gonna say. I think it obviously is a balancing challenge, but I think it's cool, and I think they've done a good job of balancing it. So, and I just think it's sick that the Legion commander just has like a tiny little AA model on its back.
Yeah, it's cool. Someone just asked about the matchmaking. Is that in this most recent patch, or is that coming later on? Because I know they're working on it.
Is what change coming?
The matchmaking.
Yes. So with the season 2 update, I think we're getting the framework for the new client, and with the new client will be new matchmaking. But that doesn't mean that it is. It won't be ready yet. That just means the framework is there. I wouldn't. I feel like maybe next season we'll get matchmaking, or soon we'll get matchmaking, but not right away. So
I'm more than happy to wait for it anyway. The way it works at the moment, I kind of like being able to make my own. Banshees are coming out. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Yeah, this.
God, if
I'm
we see
sure
a
you're
comm snipe,
happy.
I'm gonna scream. I don't think we will though. I think he's going for the base maybe, or mixes. But I mean, I'd be going for the comm. So as I was saying, yeah, I'm happy to wait for the matchmaking because I want it to be perfect, and the way it works at the moment kind of works. Once you've done it a few times, you can get sort of used to it really quickly. It's really easy to find games that you wanted to get into.
Yeah, definitely. I like want to see like, I'll be obviously very happy when matchmaking comes out, but I will miss it feels very punk right now, the way that lobbies are ran, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's very, everybody is their own renegade, like their own architect, the architect of their own land. Like, everybody's a little dictator.
yeah.
It feels quite cool. I like it. It makes it really easy to run tournaments and stuff like this as well because you
Yeah.
can jump in and do things.
By the
Set
way,
your own things.
was a new map released recently? I'm seeing a map on my friends list that I've not seen before.
A map on your friends list. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sounds cool. I'll have a look. I wonder who released that. Oh, looks like the next map is Serralada. We can see if anybody goes for that vehicle opener that I was talking about. Let's have a look at. Whoops, wrong one. My friends list. What's the map called? Do you know? Thermal Shock? Nice.
Yeah, I think Thermal Shock.
Not sure. I don't think I've seen that before either.
No, yeah, okay. I guess it's not new, but it looked new. The new map I haven't gotten to play yet is Project SD, the Big Donut.
Oh, yes, I played my very first ever Raptors game on stream last night on that map.
That must have been fun.
I almost won it straight away. I got the queen down. I spawned the queen real quick and got her down to like 25 HP, and then she walked all the way to my base and killed me. But yeah, it was fun. It's a cool map. I think it'll be a real fun map to do like 4v4s on or something, or maybe 5v5s.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting.
So we got a Legion again.
Yeah, we do have a
free-for-all
Legion
too,
commander
yeah.
spawning.
Gotta be such a cool free-for-all map. You're absolutely right. I'll let you introduce our players and get the start going. I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
Oh, Raxel pointed out in the chat, and I think it's hilarious. Like, Bar really is more polished right now than a lot of like AAA titles that get like fully released. So it's really impressive, and I'm happy to see it. Going for Reclaim here, I want to say is a little bit of an error, but it is what we're seeing.
Going for Reclaim on trees.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go for it because they're spread out, which means you lose a lot, and there's just not a whole lot. But I guess that's what he's doing.
You don't pay off your you don't pay off your bot until you get like 8 trees.
Yeah, and Zlo is gonna be building some things. I guess it's my turn to take a quick break. I'm gonna just anchor my cam to you real quick, if you don't mind.
Let's go, baby! Let me spin my camera to a more acceptable angle. Alright, team. So we got Talondoran. Oh, that sounds almost like Scottish. Talondoran. He's going the Legion Commander on the low ground. A bit of an unorthodox starting position. I mean, it does add a little bit of defensibility here, but then it means your expansions are very, very walkie-walkie. That's an official way of saying it. It's a very, very long distance to expand. Here's double con expanding, maybe going to more cons expanding. Meanwhile, ZLO spawning in a more of a normal position, double con expanding, going one each way, and you can see that these expansions are much closer to his base, so if something happens, it's a lot easier to reinforce and rebuild here if needed. So our scout unit will be coming out for our boy Talondoran. We'll get cleaned up by a massive grunts. Never stood a chance. That's first blood, I think. So first blood. Maybe I can give Neb my my sound bites that I made the other day, the old first blood one. So I do like this. For everybody watching, the guard mechanic, where you basically just right click, or I think you can click on this thing too, will follow the construction bot or vehicle. The problem with this is you've got to have a little bit of cognizant APM behind it. You've got to really notice, 1 second. You've got to really notice if anything comes to attack this guy, because things coming to attack him from here will not get attacked by these guys unless they're in range. So you've got to notice when things come close and then manually move them out the front. But luckily for us, Bar has great quality of life mechanics, like you can click, or you can click and drag, and you can see these little dots. That's where each unit is going. It makes it for easy, easy maneuverability of your units. So it looks like we've had Telendorn drop. There you go. Shake my head. It looks like he's back. Not sure what happened there, but he will be joining us soon. I don't think he's ready yet. Oh, okay. Apparently he's ready. So once we restart the game, it looks like this will pop up. So I'm glad I got a little bit of time. They so happily paused the game for us so I could talk about that for a half a second. Let me have a quick look at chat. Distant would be the word. I don't think... How do I spell professional? Oh god. That's not how you spell it. Hold on, let me get spell check on that one. No, exactly. Distant is the word. You're absolutely right, my friend. Okay, so Zlo restarts the game. Looks like the Goblin actually makes it through. Oh, very weak against mexes though, and will not be able to pick up a mex. That's kind of rough. Zlo managing to get some nice expansion. I like this pathing for his wind turbines. Let's just draw this out for us here. That's crazy. Couple of grunts managed to slip through, and they actually even killed those goblins that were following that constructor. They do get all the mexes, so a lot more value here for Zlo than Telendoran got on his side of the map. It looks like this is really going to put Telendoran on the back foot, and as you can see here, it's going to take him a long time to reinforce this position. Reinforce it he will, but I think Zlo will break out of this considering the goblins being so weak. I think you need to have at least double the goblin count, so maybe 6 or 7 goblins to fight these 3. These guys are probably going to come around here and harass, or maybe even this direction to harass. Be quite interesting to see what happens there. Meanwhile, we got goblins here chasing down a construction bot. They might be able to pick this guy up if they're on it, but it looks like they're going to be a little bit too late to the party. They still might just get the construction bot, but he's going to lose every single one of these goblins. He doesn't get the bot either, and that is a great defense from Zlo. Basically a medal donation here out of Telendoran. And Zlo is probably cheering at that. It's not a lot, it's just over 100, but any medal donation is good medal donation. These 3 grunts do get into the back line. They're already up to 15 kills, and I think that's GG already for the final match of this fight night of the Maiders League. Yeah, I think that's GG. There's the GG out of Telendoran. And well played, Zlo. Poor fella had to go up against one of the strongest bar players for his final match. But either way, there you have it. I don't know if we're leaving. You can put units on Rome. That's true. How far do they walk on Rome? That's kind of cool. I think they just walk if they're in range of the unit, correct? I mean, there's a delay in this, so... And please excuse my spelling. I struggle spelling sometimes. Looks like Neb's not quite back yet, so I can't change the scenes for you. So I guess I could sing for you? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is the end or if this is still another match to go. There's probably someone else we can watch. Let me have a look. Let me have a look around, see if anybody else is still playing. Looks like this game's ended. And then there was... Raxel was still playing, right? No, Raxel's done as well. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's GG, guys. All the things have ended. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if there's any more, but I want to thank everybody again for joining us. Please hang around, because Neb might want to talk to you about something. And yeah, be sure to check out all the upcoming tournaments. You can't put Rome on for Legion? Oh, I'm not sure. What was the thing for tournaments? It was !events. Here's the events coming up again, guys. Have a gander at those. Welcome back. I think the game's ended, dude.
I'm back.
That was a quick one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think... final round. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a final between Raxel and Zlo.
Let's do it. Didn't we just watch them though?
They have played, but they're tied.
Tiebreaker.
we need a tiebreaker.
Let's do it. I'll go tell Raxel.
Yeah. We can do this best of 3.
Let's do it. Let's have an all-out war between these guys. I've just let Raxel know. I'm not sure if he's AFK or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone, X Factor actually, the man himself said that you can put units on roam. Do you want to maybe explain how that works to people? Because I was talking about units guarding a construction vehicle or bot and not being in range of defending them.
Roam works by your units. If they have units in vision, they'll follow the unit. Like they'll move to attack a unit basically on their own.
Is it when they're in vision or is it when they're in range of
radar?
Their weapons.
When they're in vision. So they'll
Oh.
if they have a unit in vision, they'll move to attack the. So like if your units are what's the I don't even use
guarding.
This. Okay, if they're on guard, then they just stay in range, but they don't move to attack a unit. They still just stand still as long as the unit they're defending is in range.
Yep. But then if they're on roam, they'll actively walk towards something that's coming.
Wait, Zlo, when you say hotkeys, what do you mean by not having hotkeys as Legion?
He probably does what I do, where he's got custom hotkeys.
But why does that change if you're a Legion?
Well, my hotkeys work sometimes and sometimes they don't.
Wait, do you mean like on Legacy, like the build grid or something? I don't know. What hotkeys do you not have? Because I hope he doesn't mean auto groups. I'm sure he doesn't.
Oh God! Imagine if he's not using auto groups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Raxel's here, so we can get Zlo in here. I've got Raxel in a lobby that he's hosted. It's got Zlo's name in it. Oh, I'll message Zlo on the tournament page.
Should we just host I'll host a new lobby.
Okay, I'll tell
the
Raxel.
final.
Raxel has to go in half an hour, so.
Oh.
Do a best of 1.
Yeah, we could do just a tiebreaker best of 1 on
I keep saying LD instead of a smiley face. God, so bad at typing.
Wait, if we do 30 minutes, what are some good?
Oh, they're both in this lobby.
Yeah, they hosted their own, so let's just join their lobby.
Yeah.
What's a good? I don't know. What's a good like final map?
Oh, you're asking me? Let's go. It'd have to be in the map pool, won't it? I've got my Figma open here.
Oh
anyway,
no!
So...
Wait, Raxel's letting Zlo pick the map.
Let's go. The map. I was gonna say lavender.
Oh!
I'm gonna suggest it to them anyway. Oh, that's right. Comet Catcher's not in here. I like
Pick
Comet Catcher, eh?
Yeah. What map should they do? Eclipse. Oh no, dude, Eclipse would be kind of good. You can yeah, I don't know. Eclipse is a good Legion map because you can literally just like 5 mech start. Lavender's good. Yeah. Okay, this is our final round. Yeah, that's what we were talking about already. Yeah, that the whole point of Rome, because like if your units what's the name of the default where they just stand still? How can I not think of this? No, it's not guard. Yeah. What's the third one? The default one? No, no. The one that is like they stand still. How can I not think of? That's so funny. Yeah. Okay, so hold. No. Oh yeah, maybe. But so no, it's like okay, so hold position means that they just stand still. So if a unit runs by them and you don't tell them to move, then they'll just watch the unit run by. Uh, then maneuver means they'll move a certain amount, but they'll like move. I don't know if they move back, but they just don't move like past a certain amount. I don't, unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly because I don't know, but I think they move back after. So it's like they're on a leash basically. So they'll chase a little bit, and then roam is they'll just infinitely chase. So roam is a little risky because you could end up being infinitely like kited if you're not microing, but I think it's pretty good. Anyways, Raxel, you can tell he plays Legion a lot because he knows you can go light on energy and heavy on constructors. Yeah, and we see Zlo playing Legion too. We got Legion versus Legion at the top level. And not only that, but they were nice enough to pick start spots that won't mean a game that lasts like 10 seconds. So yeah. Yeah. So Zlo is going to be marching forward with the constructor and goblins followed by a lobber basically making every unit in the lab except for the Karkinos and AA, but good to see. Yeah. Yeah. Who does Yeah, two goblins kill things pretty quick. The centaur behind is going to be a little scary too. Yeah. 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 Oh, but the centaurs like cuz dude, if we zoom out, it's looking a little precarious for Raxel. The self DMX, we catch the corpse of the goblin flying away. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, I did forget. Like, it looked like Raxel was on a little bit more of a back foot. He's definitely behind on the army value, but it is partly his start position. Yeah. Centaurs aren't really able to deal with the goblins very well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah. Ooh, does Oh, yeah, they kind of I was gonna say it's so hard not to find value with those centaurs, but I mean each one that he loses is like 120 metal. It's giving Raxel 90 metal. Oh no, but see here, it's hard for the centaurs not to find value because as soon as they jump on any of these units, they just will. I mean that the blueprints might have actually saved that constructor there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the oh my gosh. Okay, so the the blueprints were able to prevent the centaurs from finding any real value because of their slow fire rate, which is interesting. Now we're gonna see lobbers go against goblins, which lobbers are like honestly my favorite T1 my favorite T1 unit of all time because they're like a half thug. They're like a 0.5 thug. Yeah. Yeah, they do have a high trajectory mode, I believe, on their weapon, unless I was taken out. But uh, yeah, well, but I think that I think I think it automatically switches, but I can't tell, or maybe it's just one now. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're a very cool unit. Yeah, the ballista though is really strong, which Raxel has. Oh no, did I forget to? I forgot to switch the scene!
Oh no, you rookie!
No!
God, what a game we've been watching!
We've been watching a beautiful game. You know what, VDB? Do you know what we might have to do?
What?
We might have
Recast
to,
it?
yeah, recast it after this,
Yeah.
just off
I
off
mean, they've
camera.
they've been listening, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Would
Oh,
you
you
be
mean
down
for
to do
the
that?
YouTube and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I want you to hang around for a few minutes because I need to talk to you afterwards anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this could have been a good little pickup. But
Oh,
of
dude,
course
the
he's gonna get.
Karkinos look so cool.
Where are we looking? Ah, actually, I can just take your camera.
Well,
Oh, he does. He's like a little Spidey.
viewers, you will have to find the Fight Night YouTube channel, and we will cast the full game. Sorry about that.
Yeah. These things
Luckily,
happen a lot of the time.
yeah, luckily the game is very close at the moment. We have
Yeah.
goblins moving across the side, and then ballista moving through the center. We were watching Centaur get absolutely destroyed by goblins. Now the ballista are not. Dude, the ballista can't really fire uphill. Although maybe they also
They can't really do a lot of things, can they? It seems cool because their rockets are huge, but
Yeah.
they really don't get that much value, like ever.
They're actually really good. I think they're just struggling to fight the lobbers uphill because they also don't have
Yeah.
vision. But the Karkinos are so good as
How
well.
do they do in mass, like the rockets? Like, are they decent to get? Because they look quite slow as well.
They do really well. You just have to be more careful about targeting them correctly, just because their rockets fire a lot slower. But
Yeah.
they fire really well. Whoa! And we just saw the Karkinos' armor pop off
I was
because it
just
took a
about to
lot of
ask
damage,
that.
dude.
And the
this is why-
suicide planes come in. Let's
Yeah.
go. These
The
are suicide
Martyr-
planes are like my favorite unit, dude.
I love martyrs. You can literally you can just click on mexes to delete them. And their model is so funny. They're just like strapped together.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I like that the arms blow off. That's so cool.
Isn't that the coolest thing? I really hope. I know Armada is. There's talks of updating those models, and I hope that inspiration is taken from how detailed the Legion models are, because they're so good.
They're so good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like destructible things in games. Like,
Yeah.
because I do like in Bar, hey, you can tell if a unit's damaged. It's the only way to really tell if a commander's close to dying, and you can snipe him. You can see the damage on him, and I really
Yeah.
like that you can break arms off and stuff like that of the
Yeah.
Karkinos. That's so cool.
Dude, this
I was
game
gonna
is.
say,
Sorry, go ahead.
go on. I was gonna say that me and I think it was Slick were doing some testing on those suicide drones, and I think 16 is enough to kill a comm. I
Really?
think it's 16.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
comm isn't moving, if you have to make sure they
Yeah.
hit the comm.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so great.
Yeah, I
Uh,
really like. I might start doing that instead
yeah.
of Banshees, but the Banshees getting a buff means that I'm not.
Yeah. Raxel is gonna be getting some value as he raids the north. Have you ever seen these mosquitoes before?
Yep, I've been sniped a couple of times from
Aren't
people
they
who are
so
angry that
cool?
I've sniped them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're real cool.
They're
They
even
are- they
better
seem
at
a bit
killing
strong.
comms. Yeah, they stockpile
Yeah.
their missiles, which is a cool idea.
Yep. Stops them being infinite value. You have
Yeah.
to go
Oh,
attack
but
and
we
then go
see
back to
more
reload.
of
I
them.
think that's so cool.
yeah, the way they're animated though is really nice.
Yeah,
big
that
fan
too.
of
Yeah,
it.
the little wings. Here comes
Yeah.
a suicide run. Let's go. How much
Oh
damage
my
is this
gosh.
gonna do?
Pretty
Not
significant.
mega value.
I mean, each one of those
It's-
takes off half of the health of a ballista. We then see the Noctua, which is the fighter / scout that Legion gets.
Pure trash. Pure trash. So weak.
Yeah.
But maybe if you build 400 of them, they could be good because they are quite cheap. So there is that.
You know, this is making me wonder if the Legion Showdown should just be Legion only.
God, Legion is so cool to watch, man. Like it's so different as well because no one really plays them at the moment. So it's quite nice. So
But-
nobody's like got this crazy meta around them yet.
Yeah, the modelers have just learned so much, and it really shows with Legion, because the Legion models are just like next level. And
It's the most recent thing they've come out
yeah,
with.
the Cortex got a bit of an update, and they look really good. I feel like the simplicity of the models works really well for Cortex, but it just doesn't work as well for Armada, because Armada is really it's supposed to be very advanced, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, Legion, we're watching the ballistas fight each other, and they repair really well.
Yeah, having a repair turret on the front would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Or just wait, oh, he does have one. It's just out of range of the ballista.
Dude,
Which,
do you see
yeah.
the Noctua flying
The
around?
little, yeah. I like
So
that
cool.
they are. I mean, I called them trash just a second ago, but I like these like mass tiny units. It just like makes the game look so beautiful with all these like,
Yeah.
little things flying around. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Cute. And the mosquitoes, as you were saying, so cool looking.
Yeah.
They are one of the most beautiful units. The wings and stuff.
It looks like Zlo has one air superiority. He has a lot of those Noctuas. It seems like the Noctua would do really well in dogfights, just in the fact that you can have so many of them. And it's kind of cool that they get some vision too.
Do they get like a decent vision range, those little boys?
Yeah, they're like a scout fighter, so they have better vision than
Oh,
a
yeah.
fighter, but worse vision than
Whoa,
a scout.
700. 700 is good.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
they're good units. Those mosquitoes
Yeah.
are doing pretty well. The AA
Yeah.
is going to be stopping them.
I would just
Raxel.
love to see, because there is a radar here for Zlo, I'd just love to see like 20 or 30 self D just come in and kill Raxel's comm right now.
Yeah.
That would be the cherry on top for me. Looks like there's a little skirmish on the top. I don't know what way you're facing. I think the north side. Yeah, the north side. And
Yeah,
there's sort of a bit of a
lobbers.
stalemate here.
Yeah. I think the thing is, Zlo has kind of had his army a little more forward there and has kind of been shutting the corner down.
Yeah.
Lobbers seem to do well against goblins in numbers just thanks to their range.
Yeah,
Their
the
speed
range
is-
on the lobbers seems quite cool.
The Lobbers have 51 speed. How does that compare to a Thug?
That sounds about the same, right?
Raxel's commander is being threatened by those ballistas right now, and ballistas I feel like have potential to obliterate a commander.
Because of the big AoE.
Yeah, and just big damage. Although, is it
Yeah,
just big
true.
AoE or is it big damage? Their DPS is 47. What's the DPS of
The
a?
burst. The burst is 250. Oh, that's kind of crazy.
So, okay. I mean, with surround, you could probably take down a commander with just like 5 or 6 of them firing. So, Raxel
If you
kind
land...
of wisens up and is retreating with his
Backs
commander a little bit. Yeah. What is
That's
he
kinda
making
crazy.
now?
The
Oh, the
direct hits
Belcher!
with... Oh, let's go. Direct hits with those rockets would kill a commander in like 13 shots. Oh, I guess he's not full health, but like, if 20 rockets land, he's dead. I guess it's
Yeah.
the same for most rockets, but my
Yeah.
lord. I do like the Belcher. I love the idea, and I hate playing against it on maps where you can't break through and they're just sitting there launching fire at your defenses, because it stacks as well.
Yeah. Man, the ballistas look so cool. It's funny that Legion still has the Cortex Resbot. I hope they get a Resbot model soon.
Oh, does it? I don't see one.
It doesn't have one. Dude, look at the Belchers are so cool. They're like little dinosaurs that they open their mouth to let
Yeah, shoot the
fire.
thing. Yeah. I mean, we keep saying it, but the Legion units are so gorgeous.
Take
They're
notes.
Really, yeah.
The Striders also
we
are
got some
getting a model.
Striders.
These are getting a model soon. They're still like an old kit bash model, a mixture
I
of
like
like
this
a
model.
Centurion. It's just a Centurion kit bash, so it has
Oh, okay.
like Razorback guns on it. They'll be getting a new model. If I
Tell
don't
you what, these Striders don't seem very good. Oh my god, do they miss like? I guess you have to be touching
Dude,
the unit.
Striders are so good once they get close.
Are they?
Like, yeah, at
yeah.
range their accuracy's not the best, but when they get close, they're like a better fiend.
Yeah.
And oh man, I hope we see T3 models. I don't think we'll
slow
be
with a
seeing any
huge run by
T3.
of Centaurs.
Oh,
Yes,
the Centaurs!
This is what Centaurs are made for.
They're
the
just
raiding
gonna
party.
delete everything.
That's probably GG just from
Yeah.
that one raid. Holy guacamole.
Oh my gosh.
And this is what I mean. If you see your opponent go T2, you
Oh
can
my
normally
gosh.
overwhelm them with T1. Is that suicides?
Yes.
That's suicides!
Oh my gosh, they're gonna. Are they gonna be
Are they
shot
gonna get
down?
the comm? They're gonna get the comm?
Oh, they go. Oh,
Yes!
oh my gosh, we see them. Snipe a commander with. I don't even know how many of those there were.
Neither. But that was
Wow.
sick. They got shot down with AA and he still managed to get enough off. Oh, huge. What an end.
Shame.
Oh,
That was sad
amazing.
that I did the wrong
I'm-
screen, but oh my gosh.
Rookie. I'm going to watch that again on the stream because we got the minute delay. Let's go, baby. That was huge. Okay, so is that basically it now, is it?
Yeah, I think these players just agreed to play one game, so.
Yeah. I think a single tiebreaker works on that. Oh, man, that was beautiful. All right, let me just reopen the stream.
Alright. Back to the war room, I guess.
Here comes the...
Wait, is it happening on stream like right now? Oh no, wait, I can't find my window. I can't
Yeah,
see
he's just died. That was amazing.
it.
That was huge.
Dude, it's such a curse. Every stream we
Yeah.
leave the screen on the wrong scene for like one
Half a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy it happened because now I know it's not just me. Because my lord, I always feel so bad when it happens, and it usually takes someone who's like an admin or something to message me, and they're like, "Hey, can you not?"
Yeah.
How many were there? Enough? There were enough.
There were enough.
Exactly. I'm gonna pin that message. Let's go, baby.
So, would you
He
be
gets a 2-minute pin.
down to recast that after this so we can upload the
Yeah.
video real quick? So,
Yeah, mate. Let's do it. That
Alright.
sounds great. Yeah. Does that bring us to the end of the Masters League series? Not series. So excuse me. This tournament.
But yeah, I guess we can look at the standings before we do this. Just to finish it off.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually edit the score. So now Zlo and Raxel was tied. We're going to give Zlo another point. And that gives us our final standing. Zlo going 4-0. Raxel going 3-1. Sammy going 3-1. Telenderin going 2-2. Winged Hussar going 1-2. Barkas going 1-3. Benator going 1-3. And Bastion Enjoyer going 1-3. Congratulations to Zlo and Raxel for placing, especially to Zlo for winning. I'll give you, I guess I'll give him the same hat that Raxel had from last season because he did get first place in a Legion fight night. Thank you again to the few people who have started to support these tournaments, these events. I'm just gonna say their names one more time. And in the meantime, VDB, you should think of who we should raid.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to say thank you to Robot Robert 2003, S Leopard, Heavy Water, Mirrored, and the Clan DME for supporting these tournaments. Thank you also to the developers and contributors for the game, who all have been allowing us to cast on main and grow these tournaments. I think it's really awesome. It's been really fun to cast here. You can find the full video. We're gonna go cast the final, I guess. So we'll upload that full video really fast.
And thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Yes.
It was amazing to have you all here. We had a great time.
Yes, thank you to all of our viewers, every one of you. It's awesome to have like the audience too for
Yeah, I
these
like the
tournaments.
less delay so we can chat to them as well. It's good fun.
Same. And thanks for the getting to show off like Legion and just the progress that the game's made. It's been awesome. So with that being said, do you see anyone who we should raid?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit biased here. Can we raid Slick?
Yeah.
Let's do it because there's not really anyone else that I know.
Yeah, he's well. There's Sibin. We've raided a few times already. Oh wait, where's
Slick's at the top for me.
Oh, VJ Dream. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Vic.
He's not VJ Dream.
Wait, who is it?
What? Yeah, I'll post this thing in the thing. It's this one.
Is he streaming Beyond All Reason?
Yeah, he's streaming right now. It says,
Okay.
The king is back, baby. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's so many more streamers now. There is 14 streamers on, like all new people. So I highly recommend people to go check them out and say hi to them and welcome them to the community as well.
Yeah.
When you get the chance, if you see them banging around.
Definitely. welcome. We need to be as welcoming as we can to all the new players joining, because the game is growing as fast as it's ever been, and that's all thanks to you guys, all of our community members, who
Mhm.
really make the game so enjoyable for someone to come play and stick around. So it's really amazing, honestly. Like I'll just look at the Discord like player stats, and I'll see like sometimes like 1,600, 1,700 people, and it's really incredible. VDB.
Whoops.
Anyways,
Yeah, had a blast, guys. I hope you guys all had a blast too. And when's the next Masters League or the next Fight Night? Because I know you've been
Oh, yeah.
banging a bunch of other events, but you haven't said anything about Fight Night.
You can follow the Fight Night Discord to find that. Let's check. Well, I guess we do these every week, so
Next weekend.
next Saturday. What am I doing next Saturday?
Running out of time. The raid's about to
We'll
pop.
see. Well, the raid's gonna go. The next fight night is soon, and join our Discord and you'll find out. But we do these every weekend, so thank you everyone, and yeah, thanks.
Love yous. Bye.
Bye. Okay. I guess if anyone's stuck around, they'll see that on our stream. But let me end the stream real quick. Phew. Oh,
Nice. That was fun, dude.
Yeah, there's gonna be a delay that'll run out, but
Oh, true. So they won't hear us.
yeah. Okay. Oh wait. Stop.